Good evening, Night City. Okay. I know I'm looking a little rough right now. I am trying my hardest to grow in the cheek parts of these beards, even though it's irritating as fuck. I'm gonna let it grow in this whole week, see what it looks like. 1 second. Okay. Okay, don't know why the chair is like that. Cool. We're all good. Oh, the remix was off. Cool. Cool. I'm probably gonna eat a little bit of lunch because I didn't eat anything for lunch at work, so this will be lunch, dinner, lunch, a dunch, whatever you want to call it. What's going on, everybody? I told you some days, maybe Tuesday or Thursday, I may have to work, so we'll push the stream to 5 p.m. Again, for all the people that are going to join or joining right now, big shout out to you. I'm gonna go get the shout outs out the way. We have a lot of information to go over. So we will be covering today's news, all of today's news, all of today's rumors, all of that stuff. And looking at some HELLDIVERS clips that I have set up right now. Just trying to get a few things out the way. Right, you guys know what to do. Hit the like button. If you want to become a member of the channel, you can do so right now, so we can give you a proper shout out. We're still really good on time. Push the button a little early, but we're good. Any gameplay we feature would probably be Cyberpunk, if we feature gameplay today. We're all good. Okay, let's do it. So we have a total of 59 members. We lost one member. We were at 60 members on Sunday. So let's go give a shout out to the members right now. And also, at the end of the shout outs, I'm going to have a public service announcement for this channel that I dive us into our major topic. So, 59 members. We have King Manuel, Arnold's first account, Frantic Animator, Seattle Chef, Crazy Thai Gaming, Briarios, Jeff B Gaming, Nelson Gaming, Brian V, James Williams, Chris Coleman, Zavari, Dadley Pierre, Xen, John Dexter, DJ D, Donald Milton, Mike Johnson, Dez, Iman Rich the Swag Lord, Lost, B-Mo Kelfel, Caution, DJ Clark, No Name, JRO49, Arnold's second account, Kevin 2533, Kaiju Project, Renell Blakely, Mustang Gamer, All Day is Good, GD, Future Element 9, Sub, Dan S, D True 49. Okay, just making sure. Andrew Wilkins, Kelvin Smith, Shadow Master, Sicknick Mondo 16, Rebel Rick Gaming, Lorenzo Carlson, The Claymores, OC Gaming, No Cap Podcast, Viper Reaps Corner, Always Mad Gaming, Ice Queen Gaming, Cedric, VR God V, MG Warrior, Cyber Dragon, Gamergoon 53, True Witty, Enzo, Caleb Kaiser, Frostbite Slash, and Arcane Head 97. Big shout out to all the members. We have 59 members. If you want to become a member, you can do so right now. I think our memberships is as low as 99 cents for the Warrior tier. So with that being said, we're going to go run over here and give a shout out to the people that have left super chats in the past streams. We're going to go through a small preview. We got Chief DeBenny, True Witty, Frantic Animator, Lorenzo Carlson, Games for Eternity, and Jeff B Gaming. All different people on the preview. And again, from the bottom to the top, Jeff B Gaming. Sorry, not Jeff B Gaming. Sorry, J-Ro, not Jeff B Gaming. J-Ro 49. Games for Eternity, Lorenzo Carlson, Frostbite Slash, True Witty, and Chief DeBenny. Again, the one at the bottom, not Jeff B Gaming, is J-Ro 49. Let me see what's thank you, man. Somebody messaging me during the stream. What's going on? What's going on? Shalaman. Wow, that's a lot to read. I'll read that in a little bit. Let's get to the shout outs in the chat. And I know that where Ice Queen is, I know it's very late. I apologize, but again, I had work today and I don't want to miss an episode of the news and updates, because then that means we have to cover all this information on another day. So Thursday we will be back at 11 o'clock in the morning. Okay. It looks like Briarios was the first person in the chat. He says Spider-Man hype. Then we have King Manuel, True Sucker, Alexander Clifton, Jeff B Gaming, Crazy Thai Gaming, Cooper Clips. Who else? J-Ro 49, Ice Queen Gaming, Predman, Nova Red, Cal. Who else? Mark Piggins. And I believe I already gave a shout out to Jeff B Gaming. Did I give you a shout out, Jeff B Gaming? No, yeah, I did give you a shout out. All the way at the top. Okay, with that being said, we're good. We're going to get started. You guys know the drill. Hit the like button. Welcome to an evening edition of the PlayStation Legion news and updates. Let's get started with a major red alert public service announcement for all PlayStation gamers. So we're going to get that started right now. Again, big shout out to everybody that's here. All the supporters, subscribers, fans, friends, family, gamers. Thank you. Let's get started. As of right now, the public service announcement is the PlayStation Legion of Gamers podcast, the PSLOG podcast, will be in lockdown mode going forward. If you have not been subscribed for 7 weeks, you won't be chatting. We're unlocking the chat at 64 likes. If we don't get to 64 likes, you're not going to be able to talk. Okay? So this is the thing. If you are not subscribed, if you have not been subscribed for 7 weeks, you won't have the permission to chat in the chat with us. The reason why is we're trying to cut down on any people that may want to leave spoilers in the chats. We have been targeted of that from past games. Targets. Also, when it comes to me, I've always been target. Why is it still playing? Why was it still playing? Did you guys hear the shoutouts? Ice Queen Gaming, did you hear did everybody hear the shoutouts? Did I click the music after the shoutouts, or did I click the music before the shoutouts? What the fuck? Nobody else told me the music was on. Nobody else told me the music was on. Okay. Well, I kind of do want that to be the background music. So I'll just have it as the background music. As long as it's not like super loud. Okay. My voice should be higher than the background music, right? Okay, we're good. We're good. If it gets annoying, if the background music is a little bit too loud, y'all just let me know. I'm going to put it all the way low, but it'll still be there. Okay, cool. Let me go over the rules real quick for the channel. So the PlayStation Legion streams, news and updates, Gamecast, PlayStation Legion Sunday Show. Those are our 3 streams. We do 2 streams during the week. The PlayStation Legion news and updates. We do a gaming specific stream on Saturdays. That's the PlayStation Legion Games Cast. And then on Sunday, we do a PlayStation Legion Sunday show where it's going to be me and multiple other gamers there, we talk about the news from the week as well as new and upcoming news that we see. That's just how we do stuff, right? We keep it gaming. We've always kept it gaming. Des, uncompetitive, what's going on? Going forward, because there have been many times that I have got games spoiled for me, and then they will go to the chat and then drop spoilers. So going forward, I'm not going to have any of that. Okay, I know that they're currently weaponizing the spoilers. I have evidence, and we're going to talk about that evidence very, very soon. Obviously, I'm going to get a screenshot over to the PSLOG so we can look at it, obviously, so they can have documents. If we don't have 64 likes on a live stream, we don't open the chat to the public going forward. 64. Not 44 anymore. 64. We have to have 64 likes to open up the chat. Because if we open up the chat at 44, we could have trolls that are liking it in order to get it open. Okay? At least I know when we get to 64 people, we know most of those people, they were able to catch the show and they actually fuck with what we do. Other than that, we're going to keep it at 64 likes going forward. If you have not subscribed for 7 weeks, for 7+ weeks, you won't be chatting. If we get one fucking spoiler in the chat, I will move that shit up to 7 months. I swear on everything. So that means you would have to be subscribed for 7 months to chat. So one person, if even one person gets through and spoils it, we will put it into serious lockdown where Nobody will be able to chat in this. Nobody will be able to say anything in the chat that has not been subscribed for 7 months. We are not gonna have another game spoiled. Not for me. Not for you guys. We're not doing that. That's not what's going on. I knew something was wrong. Didn't set up my my Wi-Fi for my phone. Came inside. I didn't even set up my Wi-Fi. Uncompetitive. I'm being nice, and I said 7 weeks. We know most trolls. We already found a lot of them. But again, 7 months. And if you have not, sorry, it's 7 weeks right now. If we get one spoiler to go to 7 months. Right now, we're not opening the chat until we get to 64 likes going forward. That'll be from now all the way until maybe June. We're not doing 7 weeks anymore. We're doing 7 weeks. Sorry, we're not doing 7 hours anymore. We're doing 7 weeks. Sorry, my fault. We were doing 7 hours and 7 days. Now we're gonna do 7 weeks and 7 months. And chat will be opened up to the public at 64 likes instead of 44. Because we got to make sure that we know who we're talking to, who we're advertising to. That we just have to know. 44 likes. Hey, we can get a couple trolls to pitch in. And then we got a lot of you guys to really mess with what we do. Other people, no. We get to 64 likes, we know it's real. So, make sure you subscribe. Stay subscribed. Spoilers are going to be posted, not for Spider-Man, but this is also for Final Fantasy. So, again, I'm not fucking around with spoilers. I've had too many games spoiled for me in the console war. I don't understand it. When it comes to the console war. That is a weaponized tactic in the console war, and I don't understand why. I don't. I've messed around in the console war too, but spoilers, and from what I'm seeing in retaliation to, they're claiming this in retaliation to us and what we did about Starfield. That's why I want to get both of these screenshots so you can believe the crazy dumb shit that I've seen. We got 2 pictures with 2 major topics. We're going to get started. Again, this is a major level red alert announcement. This is not a red alert stream, because I definitely want to do a news and updates this week. So we're going to do news and updates today. And Thursday, if some crazy shit pops off tomorrow and Thursday, then we may upgrade it to red alert. I know about the cinematic Spider-Man trailer. We're going to go look at it again in 4K. Trust me, I know. I saw it last night. It was awesome. I watched it in English 3 times. We're going to go talk about that. But right now, this is very, very important. Okay. Let me go read what Shaolin Man says. Shaolin Man says, I watched Basement Radio Arcade. Oh, okay, I know about those guys. He said Colin Moriarty was a guest. He talked about Xbox Game Pass, how it was bad, and I guess Forza was on there and was so wait up. And Forza, you said, and Forza was on there and was so quiet. But he always talking negative about PlayStation. I hope you watch it because Colin is going to say a lot that you will find interesting about Phil Spencer. Didn't know how much Xbox Series X was costing. I hope you watch the podcast. I'm not a big fan of those people. They burnt a lot of bridges with me. But if Shaolin Man, if you're watching right now, can you get me a timestamp of when Colin was talking? I don't want to hear none of these other dudes. It's a lot of podcasts I was supposed to be on. Some stuff broke through on their part. You know, if you've been watching Twitter, what's his name? Mighty Keith. Mighty Keith got into it with, oh man, that's a big super chat. Let me go read this one real quick. Frostbite with the €10 super chat. You say, I know Sony love to get their AAA games to as many reviewers as possible, but I think they need to do an internal review and choose reviewers more carefully. Too many PlayStation games keep getting leaked. I agree. I definitely want to talk about that. I will be talking about that. Trust me. Thank you for the super chat. Let's get started with the first topic, and then it'll go along with what Frostbite just said. Again, big shout out to Frostbite with the first super chat of the stream. So let's get started right here. So it's this is a person named XGamer1976. Obviously, the X stands for Xbox. He says, after all the crap Sony cultists pulled with Starfield, they are reaping what they sowed. I won't try to ruin anything for anyone, but I won't feel sorry for them. Now, what the fuck did we do with Starfield? Let me go see what I did with Starfield. Let me go through my own content and see what I fucking did and what I said about Starfield. If I'm not like reading a little bit into this, I think I was honest. I think everybody else was honest, and they did not want that honesty out there about Starfield, and that is what they don't like. So, Starfield versus Spider-Man, New York City. I showed what the Empire State Building looks like. It was a simple comparison. I didn't even talk. I just showed what the building looked like compared to Spider-Man. I showed that the Metacritic score was dropping every time I did a short. I showed glitches. I showed bugs. You know, I showed glitches. I showed bugs. I mean, I don't feel like I did anything, you know, bad. Cooper Clips. So what's going on with Aaron? What Aaron get? What happened with Aaron? Okay. Did you block Aaron? You should block Aaron. Aaron, you're not welcome here anymore. Kick rocks. Spoilers are not good either way. I don't think I've ever spoiled an Xbox game. I've spoiled PlayStation games for PC fans that wanted to wait years to play the game after the game was readily available for them. Chicken Eye, you getting blocked. Somebody get Chicken Eye out of there. Let me get the sound bites on. Get Chicken Eye out of there. Get them out of there. We're not advertising other YouTubers that are toxic and racist. We're not doing that. We don't do that here. You can get them out of here. I'm waiting for one more troll. I'm giving y'all 3 strikes. I'm giving you 3 strikes. If we see one more motherfucking troll, we're going to put a lockdown in place that you have to be subscribed for 7 months.
Air support is en route.
Get them out of here. Help them out.
Oh my God in heaven! The sweet chin music. It is academic.
Welcome to the Gulag. If you survive, you earn your freedom.
Chicken Eye, you wasted your only chance, man. Don't worry, you won't be coming back. And if you make a new account, you gotta wait 7 what is it? 7 weeks? Is it 7 weeks now? Yeah, 7 weeks. We waiting for one more troll because I know they come in 3s. So the next troll, make yourself available right now. We waiting for you. Long story short, all I did was show that the Metacritic was low. They said it was gonna be high. I thought it was going to be high. It was much less than 86. 86 was the lowest. I think, if I'm not mistaken, one of my last Starfield videos I posted, which was right here, where Paris lied about the game being smooth as butter on all platforms. And one point in the video, and it's a very short video, by the way, that I also had a screenshot of the brand new Metacritic layout, and it confirmed that Starfield had dropped as low as a 83. As we all know, I think Starfield is back to 84. I don't know how long it'll stay there, but currently it is back at an 84. But it went as low as an 83. And that's lower than a lot of PlayStation games. A lot. That's lower than a lot of Xbox games like Gears 5 and Halo Infinite. So Starfield was not the special game they thought it was. But this is what I don't understand. Again, we got to go back to this picture right here, and you got to read it. And I'll read it off too. But what the fuck did we do? All we did was tell the fucking truth. I don't think we went out there and spoiled the story. I don't even know what the story is. I asked True Witty about it. True Witty was trying to tell me about it. I almost fell asleep. Then I don't even know. I still don't know what it's about. Something about, like, I don't know, some aliens, and you find some, like, I don't know, some relic powers or some shit. It's kind of like Destiny. But that's it. Like, I don't even know anything about Starfield, like the story. Like, not enough Xbox fans have beaten the game to even know about the story. So, of course, we don't know about the story. That tastes like Game Pass. Long story short, I'm going to ask the chat, what did we do? I mean, I've talked about Starfield a lot. I compared it to No Man's Sky. I've shown off bugs. I've showed off the fact that the Metacritic dropped. I was honest about it not being game of the generation because it obviously wasn't going to be one. What, we told the truth? They're mad that we told the truth? They're mad the truth came out? Again, let me read this again. After all the crap Sony cultists pulled with Starfield. What? What did we pull? We told the truth. It was not game of the generation. So you retaliate with endorsing spoilers or spoiling the game yourself as some sort of weaponized attack inside the console war. It's just fucking silly. I don't know. I guess some dumbass shit. You get some fucking magical powers from maybe some aliens. I haven't seen any aliens or anything that anybody has showed for Starfield. You know, I mean, I've seen creatures on different planets that are definitely not, you know, like real animals, but they're not like aliens. I don't know. Yeah, the game failed. It flopped. It didn't sell good. It's been falling in the UK box sales chart. The Metacritic score doesn't live up to the hype. I mean, the game has bugs. It has glitches. You know, too many load screens. It's not a next generation title. It doesn't have ray tracing. It doesn't even do 60 frames per second on consoles. I mean, what? Like, they're mad the truth came out? We were supposed to keep quiet and just follow the lie? Bullshit, bro. Bullshit. On average, we don't, from what I understand in our section of the console war, we don't spoil shit for them. Because most of the shit that they get is just so bad. No one even cares about the story. Who cared about spoiling fucking Redfall? Who cared about spoiling Crossfire X or Grounded? No one. No one spoiled anything for them. Not a single one. Because there's nothing to fucking spoil. Let's be real. It's nothing to spoil. Man, I'm about to rant on these guys, man. For real, bro. I'm about to rant on these guys, bro. Like, this is how you know the game is bad. It's supposed to be a game that they were supposed to be playing for months. They're going into the Twitter console war and leaking out spoilers for Spider-Man. Because we told the truth about Starfield not being game of the generation. Like, I can't think of one time that people ran around the internet and was leaking spoilers for Xbox games. Their games have been so fucking lackluster. No one even cares about doing something like that. It's pathetic. Real gamers don't spoil shit for other gamers. He endorsed that. Nick, I agree, man, but he endorsed the spoiler shit. I don't agree with that. And at this point in time, I'm taking absolutely no chances because I know how pissed off you guys are going to be if I'm oblivious to somebody that could potentially be a troll and end up spoiling the game for us. We're not taking no chances. We're not taking no chances, bro. Fuck that shit. No, we're not taking no chances. Because it'll be on me if I let one of these guys come through that's been pretending to be one of you guys. And he ends up spoiling shit. Because I didn't catch it. So before that even is a possibility, nah, he's gone. Of course, he's gone. And we're waiting for the third one because I know whoever you are, you're lurking. And you're watching and you're listening right now. And when you make yourself known, we're going to change the fucking locks. So be stupid. Be really, really stupid today so we can catch you. Long story short, there's nothing to spoil for Xbox. I don't engage in spoiling stories for Xbox fans because it's just nothing to spoil. There's nothing to spoil. I spoil shit for PC fans because they're fucking pirates. They're annoying as fuck. And the game that they wanted to play is just crazy, bro. I mean, it's really, really not good. It's really not good. I haven't seen any spoilers except for one that was obviously obvious, but I glazed over the shit. All I know is that one person I found, he was spamming spoilers underneath PlayStation posts, Insomniac posts, popular people on YouTube like Dreamcast guy, MBG is the name, yeah, MBG. So underneath those guys' post on Twitter, this one troll was running around and just kept posting that picture with the spoilers, potentially with the spoilers. So it's a very, very just stupid shit, man. Like, obviously he's running a dummy account. He made it last year. I mean, actually he made it in 2020, and it seemed like he's using this specific account to leak out spoilers on Spider-Man around Twitter. So again, be very careful. There was something that I wanted to tell you guys that I've done on Twitter. So you can be on Twitter and you can be perfectly safe. One of the reasons why I don't really get a lot of spoilers. I've locked shit down on the YouTube channel. I've locked shit down over here on Twitter. And I just wanted to go over this real quick, help you guys out. What you want to do on Twitter, and this is going to help you out a lot, you want to go to Twitter, go to your Twitter settings, and go find the notification settings. Once you find the notification settings, this is what you need to do. It's going to say mute notifications from people. Now, they're going to have an option for people you don't follow, who don't follow you, with a new account, who have a default profile picture, who haven't confirmed their emails, who haven't confirmed their phone numbers. Most trolls are not going to confirm their emails, are not going to confirm their phone numbers. Most trolls are going to have a default profile picture. Most of them are going to have new accounts, and most of them definitely not going to follow you. If you make sure you check all of that shit, it should really help when it comes to people that are trying to run around spoiling shit. Obviously, listen to the rest of the PlayStation community. I've helped a lot of people over the last 2 days find these people. If you know who they are, out them. Make sure you let them know who the fuck they are, so everybody can go and block these guys and protect themselves and others from getting the game spoiled. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. But again, what Frostbite said, again, to not wrap this segment up, but we're going to kind of close and go to the next one. We'll be back over to the spoiler section. But this is what Frostbite said earlier with a €10 super chat. He says, I know Sony loves to get their big AAA games to as many reviewers as possible, but I think they need to do an internal review and choose reviewers more carefully. Too many PlayStation games keep getting leaked. Yeah, and exactly. You're giving your review to a potential individual that has ties to Xbox, played on Xbox, or is a disgruntled Xbox fanboy, and they're going to do what they need to do. They may be old, they may have kids, they could have a house and car. I know motherfuckers that have white hair that are still engaging in the console war. Console war has no fucking age limit. Like, literally, throw that out of your fucking mind. I know people that have serious fucking jobs that are going on Twitter and engaging in a console war. Fuck that dumb shit. You can have a journalist, most of them. We found a lot of these guys that are actually engaging in the console war. You're going to have reviewers, obviously. We already know that are engaging in the console war. Whether they could attack PlayStation fans with, spoilers, or they attack Sony with a low Metacritic score, knowing that it's going to hurt the game and hurt the developers' bonuses. So long story short, man, I agree with Frostbite. Like, Sony really needs to be careful of who they're letting get these codes. Like, for real, man. It's weird, but they're not. It's gonna be too late. But it's like they want to be. They want to be so pro-consumer. They want to be a friend to everybody. They want to be nice to everybody. And some people don't deserve your friendship. Some people don't deserve your good side. Some people just deserves a middle finger to the face. I'm going to be honest. Not everybody deserves, your best side. And giving a review code to random websites you've never heard of, well, whoever is doing that needs to be fired from Sony, because you jeopardize a lot of people's enjoyment because you just want to be loved by journalists and reviewers, and Sony knows this. They put Survivor on a blacklist. They know this. They know they're giving their codes out to the enemy most of the time, and I don't know why they're doing it. It's kind of like what's going on with the PC ports, which we're gonna talk about. I was right about that shit, but yeah, they need to stop, bro. Jeff B Gaming, who are you talking to? You said PC guys spoiled the game, not PlayStation. What game are you talking about? Ice Quake Gamer, you said Cooper Aaron is always in PlayStation fans channels, and because I have seen him before, and he thinks Microsoft can't do anything wrong. Yeah. If he look, bro, we're not taking no chances with you guys. Okay, like literally, this channel has had a good amount of the game spoiled for some of you guys, and I take responsibility for not being aware. So I'm gonna be looking in the chat. We have multiple protections in the chat right now. We're not opening the chat until we get to 64 likes, and I know a lot of you fucking sneaky ass motherfuckers that don't play games are listening and are fucking pounding your fucking keyboards because you won't be able to get in here. We get to 64 likes, we'll open it up to you guys. Other than that, you have to be subscribed for 7 weeks. If we find a third fucking troll before we get to 64 likes, we're going to change that to 7 months, which means you would have to be subscribed to this channel for 7 months. Every stream that we do, we're not opening the chat until we get to 64 likes. Deal with it. I'm not just protecting myself from spoilers. I'm protecting every last one of these people in the chat that I know play games. And I play games with a good amount of you guys. I've checked your records. I know you guys are gamers. I don't want you to get the story spoiled because of what I do here with the content creating and the live streams and the podcast. I don't want to be that person. Oh, I'm trying to have so many people on the podcast. I'm trying to talk really nice to Nintendo and PC and Xbox. Fuck that bullshit. I know people that are open and still get the shit fucking spoiled. You Reforge, MBG, awesome. Do what they do, but they should be very careful. I know Reforge is very careful. MBG is a dumbass. Reforge has protections on this chat. He has streams where they're only for members only and shit. We are not doing members only streams until we get to like 80 members. So y'all don't gotta worry about that shit. And that'll be like some, I don't know what kind of streams I'm gonna do for members only. So I'm still trying to figure that out. But when we get enough serious members, then yeah, I would expect a lot of y'all that are serious about the channel definitely join, become a member. We have the 99 cents when you don't have to do the $1.99 or the $9.99 or the $4.99. I'm not here to break your pockets. You can become a member for 99 cents. It shouldn't break your pockets. Okay? That's why we created that. But yeah, you know, being open to too many people, no matter how nice you are, it'll bite you in the ass. I've been open this year. I've done really good, you know, trying to talk to different PC fans and, you know, invited them into the Discord. You know, I'm not a bad guy. I'm trying to be nice, but we got people that don't want me to be nice. I guess I got to stay on my toes. When you become nice, that's when they take advantage of you. Like, it sucks, but it is what it is. Phil Bosch, what's going on, bro? It's been a while. Yeah, I mean, it sucks, man, but it is what it is. I hope that everybody is very, very careful out there when it comes to these spoilers, because this is the type of warfare they're using. I find it stupid. You know, the console war is nice. You tease, you know, this person, you show off a game here and there. You say, hey, your console sucks, or look at your graphics, they're not as good as mine. I mean, it's the console war. I mean, it's normal. But when you go on that spoiler shit, come on, bro. Come on, bro. You gotta stop, bro. It's not that fucking serious, bro. Especially when you're spoiling a game that you wish you had. That's how you know your life sucks. I mean, goodness. Let's go to our next little segment real quick. We'll go back to spoilers in a little bit, and then we obviously have some other gaming news to talk about. Big shout out to everybody in the chat. You guys make it possible. Okay? For real. Never doubt yourself. You made it possible. Okay. Now, we know that Genki is on our shit list. We know he was working with Xbox during the Tokyo Game Show. I've classified this as a rumor, and I will continue to classify it as a rumor until it's confirmed. Now, Game Informer picked this story up. IGN also picked this story up. The source is Kotaku. We all know Kotaku's on some bullshit. So there's a portion of the report that seems to be true, and there's another portion that may be false. We're going to find out by the end of the week if Naughty Dog, if it's true or false, whether Naughty Dog confirms it or they just try their hardest to sweep it under the rug. So we're going to see what's going on. So Genki reports from the source Kotaku, backed up by Game Informer and also backed up by IGN. He reports this, and I quote, Last of Us multiplayer game has reportedly been put on ice. While not completely canceled, is basically on ice at this point, Kotaku's source, right? Now, the first portion of this is that, you know, Naughty Dog has fired or laid off contract workers, and a good amount of those contract workers were working on the multiplayer. And because those contract workers have been laid off or fired, the multiplayer can't be finished, right? Now, we don't know how many contract workers they laid off. I guess we will find out by the end of the week. At this point in time, I'm pretty sure the Sunday show, we had talked about the dangers of PC ports. It could have been the PlayStation Legion news and update of last week. But I just recently talked about Jim Ryan being forced to retire, and that one of the major things was the PC ports. And I said that the PC ports are definitely affecting game development. I don't know we're going to get the truth, and I'll come back to it when we have the truth that confirms what my suspicions were. Now, I'm going to zoom in all the way. I'm going to eat some fucking chicken. I'm going to warm up my biscuit because this is about to be entertaining. And I know I'm the person that's supposed to be talking, but man, I'm going to let y'all know right now, this shit's about to be entertaining for me. I'm like, I don't know how I'm even going to do this segment because, you know, I wish I could watch myself talk about this and that I could, you know, then just eat while I talk about this because this shit's about to be entertaining. The reason why it's about to be entertaining because I told you so. I know I'm busting your eardrums. I told y'all so. I said it. I said it so many fucking times. I said it. Now, let's get to it. If the multiplayer is truly put on ice, and I just talked about this shit, this means that the last game that Naughty Dog helped with was a remaster remake, which was called The Last of Us Part 1, right? They immediately were ready to put that on PC the following year after it came out, which was earlier this year. It came out buggy and glitchy, and now they ain't doing shit. And for Outbreak Day, just last week, they didn't really do or say anything. Okay, so Outbreak Day was radio silent. You confirmed that you weren't going to talk about any projects or multiplayer or anything. Okay, cool. Then the following week, this week, we find out you laid some people off that were pivotal to the multiplayer. But again, you had time to put out a PC port. People told me, right, that the PC ports don't have any effect on the games we get on the console. They won't have any effect on the AAA games we get for consoles. I'm going to mute myself. I'm going to enjoy listening to what I just said. And then I'm going to find some clips of what I said earlier. Because this is about to be good. I need somebody in the chat. Can you confirm that I've talked about this shit before? Because I swear I said that they're working on these PC ports are going to fuck us over in the end. And I said that most of y'all would see what I'm talking about. Most of y'all would say, damn, Jay, you were fucking right a few years ago when you said this ain't the move. This is not going to help us, the console gamers, enjoy more from studios we know and love. They're going to be so busy making sure they have the PC port to the specifications that PC fans want that we won't get the games we want on time or may not get them at all. I just talked about The Last of Us multiplayer being in danger since they didn't want to show it off early part of this year and they delayed the announcement or whatever. They were like, we can't show it or whatever, some dumb shit. Then we get to Outbreak Day again, event inside the video game where you don't talk about it. I'm gonna be honest, there's another game that comes to mind where you have an event inside a video game and see that date is coming up. And if that date comes out and they don't show anything of their game, then I will be suspicious too. Example, Helldiver. This is real. Helldiver has a event inside the game called Liberty Day, right? Liberty Day inside the Helldivers universe is October 26th. It was rumored that the game was going to come out October 26th. Why? Because the journalist heard me talking about, man, the 26th is going to be a very important day because this Liberty Day in the game. So then all the journalists started saying, Helldivers is coming out the 26th. It's coming out the 26th. It was never confirmed for the 26th. I just said that we should definitely get some fucking information on 26th. So on the 26th of October, expect to see some sort of information from Helldivers. It could be a new video clip. It could be some screenshots. It could be the developers celebrating the day or anything. But it's going to be it should be something happening. When you look at Outbreak Day for Naughty Dog, absolutely nothing happened. Nothing. No one even remembers what happened on Outbreak Day of 2023 because shit ain't happened. I'm going to go warm up this fucking muffin and enjoy it. And I'm going to read the chat. What are y'all thoughts? Again, I told y'all the PC ports wasn't good for us. People were fighting me. Years ago, people were fighting and saying, damn, Jay, you don't know what you're talking about. Prime example right here. This developer put a game on PC, and now they can't even bring out the shit they want to bring out. Come on, man. Make it make sense. I muted my mic. I'm just reading over the chat right now, but I'm still here. VidKid96, I just saw what you said. I agree with you. And the thing is, if they do pull back from putting games on PC, either altogether or slow the pace of putting games on PC, that means that they didn't make that money. Also, and this is going to be very telling, if Naughty Dog or Sony or PlayStation announces The Last of Us Part 2 for PC by the end of this year, and it's going over to PC obviously in 2024, and my question here is, how do you have enough manpower to do a remaster slash remake on PC for such a much bigger game than than the first one? Okay, so you have enough people to keep putting games on PC, but you don't have enough people to do the multiplayer? Like, the whole thing is, then why do the PC? Like, the multiplayer is going to make you more money than the PC port. They're going to pirate the game. Now, PC fans used to love watching their favorite live streamers play this game. And then after finding out Ellie was gay, they didn't like the game anymore. So when the game came over there broken, or their PCs weren't strong enough to run it, then they pirated the game. They're never going to buy it. They didn't like Part 2. They spoiled Part 2 along with Xbox fans. So we already know if Part 2 goes to PC, they're going to pirate that game and Sony's going to lose money. So why would Naughty Dog and Sony put Last of Us Part 2 on PC but stop the development of the multiplayer game? Are they stopping the development of the multiplayer game to see if HELLDIVERS and other games as a service are viable over there? I figured this day was going to happen. The rumors suggest that The Last of Us faction was going to be a day and date game on PC and PlayStation. Well, if the PC fans currently hate Naughty Dog and don't trust any game with The Last of Us because, Last of Us Part 1 went to PC and was supposedly broken, then if you put the multiplayer over there, you would stand to lose a lot of money, since they don't trust you from the last time you put a Last of Us game on that platform. So, of course, you stop the development of the multiplayer. We are affected by what PC fans are doing. They're pirating games. They don't like certain games that we love. Now we have to wait to play the multiplayer game because of how they feel. This directly impacts PlayStation gamers. It was never a good idea to combine the two communities, because now what they say and what they do will impact us in ways we truly don't like delaying a multiplayer until they get over their hatred from The Last of Us, which will never happen. I told y'all. And listen, if you don't see eye to eye with me right now, perfect. We can keep waiting. And it'll keep getting worse. And if you're around, I'll say this. I told you so. And I will keep saying, I told you so. Facts are facts, man.
this man.
Game Pass, got it on my PC and my Xbox.
Okay. What's going on, Pridman? Again, word of advice, Pridman's going to say a lot of crazy stuff. Try your hardest to ignore him and don't take him seriously. We don't know if he's trolling or that's just how he talks and stuff, but, you know, don't read into too much because I won't be able to confirm or deny anything that he says. Yeah, PC ports are not good for console gamers. No. There's multiple aspects I can talk about this. A lot of the people in the chat, if you are PC fans, you ain't gonna win this one. Okay, let's say Sony starts to be dependent on revenue from PC, right, in different ways. Or you know, from what I heard from PC fans, they said that this was good for the individual developer putting a game on PC, right? So if the PC is a good source of revenue for individual developers like Naughty Dog, and then a game that they put on PC doesn't get the revenue that they expected, then it's not good for them, right? And what if that revenue was going to be used for the multiplayer? But they didn't get good revenue from Last of Us Part 1 on PC, so they had to stop the multiplayer because they were looking for that revenue, that extra revenue. You see what I'm saying? You see how you fucked us over? Or you don't like The Last of Us as much as people thought you did, so their plan of putting The Last of Us multiplayer day and date on PC won't work because they now saw that you don't like the game. They read your comments. Most of you guys didn't like the game to begin with. It wasn't about it being broken. Also, majority of the people that were spoiling games when it came to The Last of Us Part 2, you were spoiling the story. It did come up to be a lot of PC fans that were spoiling the story more than the Xbox fans, in my personal experience. So, again, now Sony, Naughty Dog, very aware of the PC community, understand that they can't be trusted when it comes to getting the revenue that they really expect to get. So now they got to put certain plans on hold, and because they're putting these plans on hold for them, they're on hold for us. So this extra money was not just extra money. This extra money was going somewhere. It was going to do something, and they did not get it. And they couldn't pull the revenue from the other games because, like you guys told me, individual developers are looking for that individual revenue from PC. I don't know, for bonuses or to make other games possible. And they're not getting it. If a developer puts a game on PC from PlayStation Studios, and PC fans 2 years ago told me that it's good for the developers, but then the developer doesn't get the money that they wanted to get from that individual game that they made and then got ported to PC, then shit ain't possible. It makes sense that shit will be getting delayed. It makes sense that we don't have certain multiplayer games shown off yet. It makes sense that we don't have release dates for games that we know are in development. It makes sense that games that are in development have gotten fucking delayed or stopped being worked on, like what you're looking at right now. The PC ports designed for the PC community have affected us in a very negative way. This was not a good move 4 years ago when I called it out. It's not a good move now. If you don't believe me, if you don't see what I'm saying, cool. I pray to God that I have enough time on this earth that I can say I told you so in the next 3 fucking years if they continue down this road. But it is not good for us. Autumn 316, man. Look, you're a cool dude. I completely disagree with everything you just said. I can't tell you a time where PC ports helped. I would love for you to tell me a time where PC ports helped us. Again, I was told by the PC community in one of these either interviews or debates I did, where they said that the PC ports are good because the revenue goes back to the developer, not the company, Sony. It goes back to the developer. Well, what if the developer is looking for a certain amount of revenue so that they can make other projects possible, but they never get that amount of revenue that they need? You know, game development is very expensive. So I've been saying that the PC ports don't make enough money to get anything done. It's true, though. It's true. It's true that they're not making enough money to get anything done. People on PC are not buying the games enough to get any amount of money that would make something happen. Whether it's a new game, whether it's a remaster, whether it's a remake, whether it's a multiplayer, it's not enough. They're not making enough money. They're not. Cooper Clips, you say JTech was saying this from the gate. Him and Sick. Exactly. Me and Sick been saying that shit from the... I don't know. The other PlayStation dudes, they came around, but they still not completely against it. Look, you don't got to be completely against it. Just say that when this shit goes wrong, you got to take responsibility. Because PlayStation was listening to PlayStation fans' feedback, and most PlayStation fans said, go for it. Do it. It's good for us. Extra revenue. It's good for us. It was not good for us. It is not good for us. Frantic. Do you believe that the money House Marquee made off of Returnal on PC was enough to get anything made? We know Returnal didn't sell good on PC. So if by your logic, you believe that the PC community is doing something, do you believe that Sony made any amount of money on Sackboy to get anything done? Do you believe that Sony made any amount of money on Days Gone to get anything done? What about God of War? Knowing that the next game is going to be over $200 million to make, do you think the money that's coming from PC, do you think that's enough to get anything done? I'm sorry, man. Even together, it's not enough. Right, 300. Oh, wait, sorry. They missed their goal. They missed their goal. They predicted that they were going to get $300 million in revenue from PC. They ended up getting $250 million in revenue from PC, and most of that revenue came from Bungie. So if you kind of take Bungie out of the picture from this year's financials report, then you would not have enough money to make a AAA game from the PC revenue, from the ports. So again, I know what I'm talking about. It's black and white. It's right there. They're not making enough money off of you guys. A little bit of money is not what they're looking for. They're not looking for a little bit of money. They're not looking for chump change. That's not going to make the next AAA title for us. It's not, bro. I'm letting you know right now. What they're making on PC right now is not enough to make 4 different AAA games for 4 different studios that PlayStation owns. It's not enough. It's not. You got proof right here in front of your face. Again, this is a rumor at this point in time. But because we can't confirm it. Kotaku is tainted. So we're going to wait to see if Naughty Dog confirms or deny, or Sony confirms or deny. But the thing is, bro, unless they announce that they're working on a new IP, listen, there's no reason for you to have delayed or put this multiplayer on ice. But obviously, you needed to see if the PC fans cared about the IP, because this multiplayer was going to be day and date on PC. If you find out that they don't care about the IP, then you're going to stop the development of the multiplayer because it needs to go to PC, or they want it to go to PC. That's why I said PC can kill and hurt us. They can kill the console. They can hurt the PlayStation gamer. I'm just being real. It is what it is, man. These are facts. This is not... Listen, I knew what I was talking about years ago. Sick knew what he was talking about years ago. I've been gaming with console for a long time. I understand that if you change on this level, it's not going to be good, bro. It's not going to be good. We all know I've been talking like this. Y'all can think I was crazy years ago, but y'all seeing I wasn't, bro. They have a direct effect on us getting the games we want. We want Last of Us multiplayer. We can't get it without them. They want the game day and date. And now they see that they do not like the game. So now they're putting it on pause until you guys like it. How long do we have to wait for the PC fans to say, I like Last of Us again? They may never like the game. We may never get the game. That's a fucked up situation, isn't it? Isn't it? It's a fucked up situation. I'm about to mute my mic and eat some crunchy ass chicken. They're gonna call me Chicken Man. See, Frantic, this is the thing, man. You're not gonna save PlayStation by yourself. You play on PC and you buy and play PlayStation games on PC. You're not enough. Even if you can get 100,000 other people just like, you're not enough. They're looking for millions of copies sold on PC, not thousands. They're looking for millions. They're trying to replicate what they did on consoles. And they know it's not possible, but they've seen the numbers of people that are on PC. They've seen the active users. They've seen the download numbers for some of your most popular games. They know it is possible for you guys to support something. The fact that you're not supporting PlayStation and you continue to not support PlayStation as a whole will have an effect on when and if you guys get any more games. I hope that you guys enjoy Jim Ryan for the little bit of time you have him left. The next guy is not going to do what Jim Ryan is doing. I'm telling you, man. Because what Jim Ryan did is why Jim Ryan is no longer about to be the CEO of PlayStation. He's got forced out. They've lost money. Whether they want to admit it or not, they've lost money on VR and they lost money on PC ports. And VR is great. And I want to get VR part 2 one day. But they're definitely losing money on VR and they're losing. I think they're losing even more money on PC. There's more urgency on a VR headset right now. It is. It's a lot more urgency. They have exclusives. You know. Games not being exclusive or being some sort of a timed exclusive situation on PlayStation consoles, eventually it'll get to the PlayStation gamer and they're like, maybe I'll just wait. You know, you don't want that to happen. Then PlayStation really gonna lose money, and we definitely not gonna get big ticket games that we want to get every year. I mean, we were getting a lot of games, like big ticket games each year, and you know, this year we ended up only getting Spider-Man. I know y'all having a lot of fun with the banning and hiding. Can y'all please not? Frantic can say what he wants. The fact is, I disagree, bro. They need more people than just a few thousand that actually like buying games day one, buy it for full price, don't pirate, don't wait. No, it's not enough of y'all. If you really like PlayStation, you would have got a PlayStation console. You wouldn't have waited years to play ports. Now I'm just being real. But again, they look at those numbers on PC and they think that maybe there's a chance. Now they're finding out after 3 fucking straight years, there's not a chance. Remember, 3 straight years. Their first port was in 2020. And their next, or the last port that we know of, Not saying that there won't be any more, but the last one that we know of is in 2024. So about 3-4 years. Come next year, it'll be 4 years of them putting games on PC. And obviously not making the return they wanted. The ports are not doing good. They give you the world. They give you unlocked frame rate. They give you, widescreen support. You know, all of these things that they give you. They don't even put the, the piracy protection on their games. They allow you guys to pirate the game day one. They doing so much to be liked, to be loved by you guys. And you still decide, I'm not going to buy that game. Fuck that shit. The majority you don't. You can have a couple 100,000 buy the game. That don't mean shit. They looking for millions. And there are millions of PC fans that don't give two fucks about a PlayStation game. It's just not enough for y'all. It's not enough, man. So, again, if your rebuttal is I buy games, no. You're not enough. Most of y'all came on the internet and said that you don't like The Last of Us after the port was bad. Now you're attacking the game. You're not attacking the port. You're attacking the game. You're talking bad about the characters. You're talking bad about the story. They read the fucking messages you post on the internet, you idiots. Now they think that they have to wait for you to come around to like the game again, to go forward with their plan of putting out The Last of Us multiplayer day and date on console and PC, which is something I do not want. You, the PC community, made this fucking problem. And again, I hope to God, after Jim Ryan leaves, that Sony can fucking reform and focus on what's important, which is consoles. Fuck that PC movement. It didn't work. Move the fuck on. They don't like your games. They don't want to support your shit. Move on. Game Pass is always here. Everybody, I'm sorry I'm ranting right now, but it needs to be said. Okay? I was right years ago. I'm going to be right years later. I'm right now. Fuck it. Ain't no point of being humble anymore about this shit. Y'all knew I was right. A lot of you guys knew I was right. And a lot of you guys are in the chat right now. It's not enough for the PC fans to give a fuck. They need more. They need more of you to buy the game. They looked at those numbers and it's not checking out. There's too many of y'all that exist. And the sales is, again, the math isn't mathing. You know, the math is not mathing. Hundreds of millions of people are on PC on Steam. And PlayStation getting only a few thousand sales on most of their game? Come on, man. Stop. Stop, bro. Stop. Frantic. Right now, I could care less about Overwatch killers. I could care less about MOBAs. I care more about what PC fans are doing that's fucking up my enjoyment. Putting a damper on the plans for multiplayer that I want Sony to go forward with. Now, because they're including you guys, we may not get certain multiplayer games. And if a multiplayer game goes to PC and flops on PC, they could shut the game down, cancel the game, or close down the studio because it's not successful enough on PC. You guys are affecting us. in so many ways. And I said this from the very beginning, and I didn't like it from the very beginning. And we're stuck with this because there's so many PlayStation fans that wanted to sit around a campfire and sing Kumbaya. Oh, it's good. It's good for us. Money, money, money. It's good. It's all right. Is it good for us now? Where are those people? Where are those people that were saying it was good for us? Where are they? They're hiding. They don't want to fucking see me. After they told me I was crazy about this shit, they don't want to see me. They don't want to say shit to me. Nah, bro. It's cool, though. Going forward. PlayStation fans, if you don't like this PC shit, you need to speak the fuck up. They're reading our comments and they're looking for our acceptance of it so they can validate their plans. If they want to do PC and you don't want them to, you need to say don't do it. If you got a friend beside you saying it's cool, you need to educate him on why it's not cool. Because this is why it happened in the first place. There were too many PlayStation fans that said it was all right. And they were too fucking stupid. They were too casual. Now, if this is true, those same people that said it was okay years ago are going to be mad at Sony. You should be mad at yourself. They listened to you. You said it was okay. They listened. That's why Jim Ryan in the interview said there's no adverse reaction. Because there wasn't enough of us that said, oh my goodness, don't put that on a PC. No, too many people on PlayStation was saying, do it. That's going to mean more money for new games. What new games? Somebody in the chat, Frantic, you like to talk. What new games have you guys paid for? I'll wait. Don't talk about shit else. I don't want to hear about Overwatch. You like typing? You real quick? What games have the PC ports paid for? What AAA games have the PC ports made possible? I'll wait. Eat these dry ass fucking biscuits. Baby Steps is an indie title. Sony doesn't own that. And I believe it's going to PlayStation Plus day and date. So that's not even a PlayStation game. I mean, I'm pretty sure you're the one that you know, you benefit from games going to PC. You think it's a good thing. So you guys know so much about the PC ports. You said it was good. And you, the PC community, yourself included, said this was going to be good for us. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of politics, right? When we voting for a politician and they claim that they're going to do this and they're going to do all this, and then a couple years later and they don't do shit. This is what the PC community looks like right now. Ice Queen, I'll see you on Thursday. Don't worry, we'll be back at our normal time at 11 o'clock in the morning. Thank you for your support. Yeah, no. The butter's not going to do anything better for me. But yeah, long story short, man, nothing has been made possible. There's not a single game. Like, the money that they make on PC, if it's less than $200 million or $100 million without the revenue from Bungie, then that's not enough to make a AAA game. So you mean to tell me they have close to 14 different games on PC from PlayStation Studios or games that Sony owns the rights to. And none of them have been enough together to make enough money over the last 2 to 3 years to get us a new AAA game. That's sad, bro. That's really, really sad. I mean, when you really think about it, 3 years, over 14 different IPs, 14 different games from multiple different studios. Some PlayStation owns, some that they don't own. But all Sony owns the rights to all of those IPs. And they haven't made enough money to make a single AAA game. They haven't made enough money to go forward with The Last of Us multiplayer. So they haven't made enough money to make a single game, not even a multiplayer game possible. Make it make sense. I was told by the PC community that you guys would do good for us. That was a lie. It was a lie years ago. It's a fucking lie now. I don't want to see a single PC fan ever talk about what y'all gonna do for us. We made The Last of Us Part 2 possible. We made God of War Ragnarok possible. We paid for the fucking game day one. We made it possible. Y'all didn't do shit. How the fuck you gonna make a game possible that's already in development because we paid for the shit? I think you guys are doing way more damage than good. Way more fucking damage than good. It is no fucking way that going forward they should continue to put games on PC. It's not enough of y'all buying it. It's not enough of you guys to care. If they put piracy protection on the game, that you guys gonna get mad about it. If they don't put piracy protection on the game, you're gonna pirate it. It's damned if you do, damned if you don't. You guys are very picky. You know, some of y'all like single player games, but not all of y'all. Again, we're gonna see what happens next year with the multiplayer push. But I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling y'all. Y'all didn't do shit, bro. Y'all literally coming in here trying to take credit. What do? You made no game possible. We made games possible. If anything, we made the games possible to go to PC because we brought them so much that they had enough extra money to invest in the PC ports. However, if they would have saved that money and invested back into the consoles, we would have had more games. Spreading yourself thin for a community that's ungrateful, for a community that is willing to steal your game at any small chance they have. Yeah, that's not helping us. And it shows. They should have made enough money to pay the fucking contractors at Naughty Dog. If it was flowing in the way y'all said it was going to flow in, they wouldn't have to put the multiplayer on ice if the money was flowing. Andrew Wilkins. And I'm going to say this for the 800th time, and I'm probably going to have to continue to say it. I'm well aware of what Sean Layton was trying to do with the PC ports. I'm well aware. Oh, shit. Let me see. There's a game. I can't remember the game. The game is so... shit. The game is so small that I can't even remember it. And you know what? I give a big W to somebody that can help me remember. So it was a game that Sony put out. It had like animals. It was like a top-down little roguelike type of RPG. And it also went to PC day and date. And then Predator went to PC day and date. So what's that? Does anybody know what that animal game is? PlayStation Studios Animal Game PC. I can't remember what it.
Here's what I found.
Oh, that's not it. I can't remember that game. Does anybody remember that game? It was like an animal game. Trying to remember what game that was, bro. Shit, I cannot remember that shit, bro. What the fuck? Damn, I can't remember that fucking game, bro. What the fuck? I know it wasn't on PS5. Oh shit, bro. What the fuck? Was it on Plus? Shit, I can't fucking remember the fucking name, bro. So Sean Layden put 2 games. He put this forgettable animal game on PlayStation 4 and PC day and date. He put Predator on PC day and date. And then there was another game he put on PC day and date. So when y'all telling me that Sean Layden started it, he did start it. I was there when he started it. I acknowledged that he started. I saw that he started it. He didn't do what Jim Ryan did. Jim Ryan was in charge. He could have stopped all this. Sean Layden put some forgettable ass games on PC. He put some games on PC nobody liked. What are you talking about? He was never going to put the big ones over there. Is it called Ready to Play? Let me see if it's ready. Is it called Ready to Play? Ready. Oh, it's called Ready Set Heroes. There you go. Ready Set Heroes. Ready Set Heroes. That game's so fucking forgettable. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. That game's so fucking forgettable. I played a little bit of it. And I guess it's better with friends and shit. It went to PlayStation Plus as well, but y'all keep telling me Sean Layden started it. Yeah, and Sean Layden knew exactly what type of games he was putting over there. Okay, so what's your point? That game ain't good. Fight me on that, Andrew. Fight me on that shit. That game is not good. Don't even sit here and tell me it's good. Stop. Stop, bro. That's capping. On the highest level. Stop it. Long story short, Predator Hunting Grounds, Ready Set Heroes, and there's like one other forgettable game that Sean Layden was responsible with putting on PC and PlayStation day and date. What was Sean Layden in charge when Horizon went over there? No, I'm pretty sure. What's the name? Jim Ryan and Herman was in charge. And Jim Ryan and Herman was still in charge when they made the decision to put Horizon Forbidden West, a beautiful showpiece of the PlayStation 5's power, on PC. And we can't brag about that no more because it's going to PC. Devaluing the game, devaluing the console. That's what you're doing. PC fans don't give a fuck about those games. They gotta benchmark that shit for maybe 4 days. Forget about that shit. Maybe, if you're lucky, they put some odds out. Other than that, they're not buying that shit. They not like us. They will never be like us. Are we clear on what Sean Layden made possible and what Jim Ryan allowed to happen? People keep telling me for the last week now, oh, it started with Sean. It started with Sean. This right here, this ain't shit. He wanted to see if motherfuckers cared. They showed him they don't care. And he put nothing else over there. Jim Ryan and Herman, on the other hand, put the biggest fucking games PlayStation had to offer on that platform. Now, again, I don't know why Ghost of Tsushima didn't get announced for PC yet. I don't know why The Last of Us Part 2 didn't go to PC yet. Outside, the PC fans hate The Last of Us now. But yeah, they skipped ahead and they said, let's put Horizon over there. Let's put Horizon Forbidden West over there. Let's not put Ghost over there. Let's not put Horizon, what is it? The Last of Us Part 2. Let's put Horizon Forbidden West over there. You skipped ahead. Now, again, Jim Ryan's on his way out. He's obviously been forced into retirement. He hasn't been making money off the PC ports. Fuck the Bungie revenue. Eliminate that from your brain. On its own, underneath Jim Ryan, he thought this was a good idea. And they've made less money off PC ports every fucking year. Their estimated amount of revenue for this year was supposed to be $300 million. They made $250 million. And the only reason why they got that high is because they added the Bungie revenue. If they didn't buy Bungie, oh man. I mean, they lying to themselves right now if they think this shit gonna turn around on the PC side. Now, I feel like Helldivers will be alright, but I don't think it's gonna be anything special to the PC fans. I know you guys. We know y'all don't buy shit. You know, Counter-Strike is only fucking awesome right now on PC because it's fucking free. Y'all love free shit. What game you playing, Autumn? No, I'm just saying, like, Andrew told me that it started with Jim Ryan, with Sean Layden. It's true, it did start with Sean Layden. Sean Layden started putting games over there. This was what Sean Layden put over there. A game that nobody remembers. I couldn't even remember the name. I swear, bro, I could not remember this name. I knew it had something to do with some fucking animals. That's all I fucking knew. He put small ass forgettable games. Games that people were pissed off about. Like, you know, the Predator Hunting Grounds. He didn't put anything else over there. So, let me go. See if I can remember this fucking game right now. Ready, Set, Heroes. I think they delisted this game from PC because y'all literally didn't buy it at all. Ready, Set, Heroes. Damn, that shit was forgettable. Ready, Set, Heroes. PC. Multiplayer. I thought they put this game on PC, didn't they? I thought they announced this shit for PC too. Well, I know. I thought this shit was on PC. I thought this shit went to PC. I guess it was only Predator Hunting Grounds. Is anybody even still playing that game? Andrew, you said that game was good. Is that past tense or is that like... I wanted them to add Arnold Schwarzenegger in there at launch, and they added him so late that people didn't even give a fuck. Let me go check. 3 years ago, 8 months, 3 years ago, 2 months ago, 3 years ago, 1 month ago, 3 years ago, 3 years ago, 3 years ago, 3 years ago. Oh, that's when they added Arnold? They added him 3 years ago? Wow. Okay. 3 years ago, 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 8 months ago, 3 years 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 ago, 4, no, that's 1 year ago. Nope, that's not that content. Nope, nope. 4 weeks ago, Nope. Nope. Predator hunting grounds. This brave predator really doesn't know. Okay. Two days ago, some content. No, that's not it. Nope. That's not it either. Oh, that's Mortal Kombat. No, that's Alien vs. Predator. Okay, that's 2 days ago. There seems to be like one person that's still playing it and posting content regularly. Other than that, it doesn't seem like anybody else is really posting it that much. Especially on PC. So, I mean, it's not like Sony didn't try. Sony did try. It's just the shit wasn't good, bro. Yeah, they don't really care about anything else. They they play what they want to play, but they're not gonna play everything that we want. Okay. As a whole, I mean, Sony changed late last gen. The abandoned situation, Naughty Dog not telling people about Factions 2, not really. D&D along with things. Yeah, but I'm not gonna blame Sean Layden, just like I don't blame Don Matrick. Are we gonna sit here and blame Don Matrick for all the 10 years that just happened? That when Phil Spencer was in charge? No. And I'm not gonna do the same with Sean Layden. We know. I just showed you, Andrew, the games that Sean Layden was overseeing. The ones that were games as a service, the ones that were multiplayer, and at least 100 of Predator Grounds was day and date on PC. We know, man. I know. I acknowledge it. You're right. But to blame him for what Herman Hulst wanted to do, what Jim Ryan wanted to do, is not fair to his legacy. Sean Layden made sure that we got Crash Bandicoot back. He made sure the Spyro came back. You know, Sean Layden made shit happen, bro. You can not like him all you want, but you're not going to go throw dirt on his name for what Jim Ryan and Herman did to PlayStation with the PC ports. They wanted it. They wanted it. If they didn't want it, they could have stopped it. Hey, you can fight me all you want. I don't give a fuck. Make it make sense, Andrew. You have Herman Hulst and Jim Ryan in control for the last 3 to almost 4 years. If they thought the PC shit wasn't good for them, why didn't they stop it? If Sean Layden started this and he left, if I'm not mistaken, he left early 2019. Yeah, he left early 2019. That means the year before, an entire year before the PlayStation 5 actually came out, Jim Ryan was in charge. Sean Layden was not in charge during the launch of the PS5. Jim Ryan was in charge. Come on, bro. I'm not blaming Sean Layden, bro. Jim Ryan was in charge. Herman was in charge. They had the chance to stop it over the last 4 years. They refused to stop it. They wanted it more than he did because they made it possible. They could have stopped it. He did not go forward with this bullshit during his generation, bro. He did not go forward with this shit. It wasn't until Jim Ryan and Herman was in charge that you didn't even see only on PlayStation logos on the box anymore. That they were advertising PC ports the year that the fucking the PS5 was launching. Like, come on, man. Disrespectful, man. Disrespectful. Bro, you can say whatever you want, but when you have people in charge and they know it's not right for business and they allow it to go through, they're just as responsible. That's the thing. Sean Layden was no more in charge of the day-to-day of PlayStation. He wasn't even working at the fucking company when the PS5 launched. He didn't oversee any of these PC ports. Jim Ryan did. If he knew it wasn't good for the company, he should have spoke up. His silence cost the company probably millions, maybe hundreds of millions, maybe billions on what they thought they were going to get from PC and what they didn't. And again, PC fans are quiet now. I haven't seen a lot of these idiots, but they believe that they were going to get this revenue. But the revenue that they've been getting from PC ain't worth shit. They can't do anything with that revenue. Well, I mean, this is the thing, Lorenzo. When it comes to the PC performance, I know for a fact Frantic had no problem with the games that people kept saying they had problems with. The thing is, most of the PC fans are using weak-ass PCs. Most PC fans have dog shit, dirty-ass fucking PCs. They don't have powerful PCs. They have living room PCs that the whole family uses. Let's watch this trailer. This trailer reminds me of Game Pass. I didn't even like this trailer. Forgot to like it. Let's go take a look. I'm gonna mute my mic. Nah, I'm not gonna mute my mic. Go mute Game Pass real quick. Well, imagine if they put this game on PC day and date. Yeah, PC fans would be happy, but they would be pirating the game. Sony wouldn't make the money that they need to make this worth a damn. They have to change their strategy, and it's not going all in on PC. That's not going to help. It didn't help Microsoft. Why the fuck would it help you? That's my biggest frustration from the PC port movement is that they saw Microsoft flop, and then they continue to do it anyway. Like, I don't understand it. Like, you saw Xbox strike out with the PC fans. They put their biggest games on there. It did nothing to help them. And you followed their lead? Like, that's my whole thing. Why would you follow their lead? Like, they're the fucking last place losers. What did they do that made you think that they were successful over there? Look, at this point in time, it's PS5 above PC. And the reason why it's PS5 above PC is because for $400, I have a fucking laptop. Sorry, I have $400, I have a PS5 that can do more than an $800 laptop, that can do more than an $800 PC. You know, it's doing ray tracing, it's doing 60 frames per second. It has the power to SSD. It has amazing games that can't run on PC without spending $3,000. This console, this little console for $400 is doing better than $1,000 PCs. This shit's, of course this shit's valuable. Of course people were stealing it. Of course people were trying to get even more money for it. Because they know how valuable it was. He existed. Frantic thinks I don't know when he trolls. I allow him to troll. So if he can troll, I should be able to troll too, right? Put your ass in timeout for 80 fucking minutes. How about that? Frantic and I'm sorry, Afro with the $85 billion super chat. Afro, you said I have a $2,000 PC and I've yet to see my 3070 Ti do what my PS5 can do. Exactly. And I know you got the physical unit. I got the digital. So I have a $400 console that's outdoing a $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 fucking PC. Goodness, bro. I've asked PC fans to make me a PC for $400 that's outdoing my fucking console, but they still haven't been able to do it. You know I can do a 1080p 60 stream? I can do a 1080p 60 stream from my PS5, but I can't fucking do it on my laptop, or the shit might fucking blow up, or it tells me it's not capable. For $800 plus fucking dollars, it should be capable of doing everything, but it's just not doing it, you know? PS5 is above PC. And until somebody can make me a $400 fucking PC that can outdo my PS5, you should shut the fuck up. How about that? What, you gonna sit up there and give me a fucking list of shit that I gotta pay $2,000-$3,000 for? Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Make me a $400 fucking PC. There you go. That's your challenge. Make me a $400 PC that's outdoing my $400 PS5. Stop, man. Stop. It's like, come on, man. And I've been asking people that shit for years, too. And they laugh. Because they know PC is overpriced, bro. It still can't do what they claim it can do. That's wild, bro. What's going on, Afro? I know you called me when I was at work, but I did beat that guy. And I think I got one more fight left, and it's this big muscular lady. They call her the champion. So I'm just going to upgrade my cybernetics and fight some more cyber psychos so I can make sure I'm powerful enough to take her out. And then I guess I'll be the champion. There's a lot of people in that warehouse that they look like they wanted to kill me. I have a save where I went in there and I killed everybody, but, you know, now I'm playing the good way. Wow. I'm going to open the chat against my better judgment. But the good thing is when I open the chat, I'll probably be able to find some trolls to block. Do you guys think we should open the chat, or do you think we should wait for 77 likes? I'll leave it up to you, because, again, the chat, I don't want you guys to get spoiled, and I know if a spoiler is posted, you guys will see it before I do. We're going to take a vote. Everybody that's listening to the sound of my voice, should we open the chat at 66 likes, or should we wait for 77 likes? Because, again, remember, we open it out. We still can have some lurkers up there trying to spoil the shit for you. So, it's up to you guys. Okay, everybody's saying 77 likes. Okay, cool. Well, when we get to 77 likes, we open up the chat to the public. Look, we're not taking no more chances, man. And for you guys, I don't want that story to be spoiled. I really don't. This trailer was really good, really well orchestrated. The music was great. The voice acting was great. Obviously, the CGI is great. Like I said, I really am a big fan of how PlayStation shows off CGI for the launch of the game, but not for the reveal of the game. My God. That's the power of the cloud right there. That's the power of the cloud. Afro, if you want to join in, you can join in. I'm in the Discord. Yeah, PlayStation, I'm going to be honest, bro. Because they make sure that their CGI trailers are based on a story to get you hyped about the game. The way that they show theirs off is much better than if somebody shows off the game to reveal the game. It's different energy. You know, they're trying to say, hey, the game is about to come out, look at us, versus giving you a false expectation of what the game is going to look like. That's why I hate looking at CGI announcement trailers. Okay, man. Cool. Because it's about to be 7 o'clock, and then at 8 o'clock, I'm going to be up out of here. So, because I got work tomorrow, too.
That's what you always say.
No, I'm serious. I got work tomorrow. So, I'm going to get up out of here at 8, do the timestamps, and relax, you know, and drink some Game Pass Kool-Aid.
That was a good stream you did on Sunday.
Thanks, man. You saw the report that The Last of Us multiplayer is put on hold?
On ice.
Mm-hmm. Hey, man, I've been talking about this shit for years, about the PC port shit. I've been saying it. And now the people that got what they wanted on the PC side, now they not saying shit. Now they putting the blame on Naughty Dog. I saw a couple of the PC dudes on Twitter, the toxic. They like, oh, it's Naughty Dog. Really? They just put a game on PC and y'all didn't buy it. I could have sworn that y'all said that if you buy games on PC, the money goes back to the developer to make games possible, right?
Mm-hmm.
Last of Us multiplayer was a game that was supposed to be possible and paid for by the revenue from The Last of Us Part 1, which they didn't get.
And Uncharted 4.
And Uncharted 4, which they put 2 games over there this year. Goodness. You can't make this shit up, though, bro. You can't make this shit up.
And during tax time.
Fuck out of here, bro. Like, ain't nobody gonna tell me shit ever again. Don't ever sit up here and tell me, oh, this shit's gonna be good for us. How you gonna tell us what's good for us when we are the people that paid for the games that made the sequels happen? We did not need PC then, and we don't need them now. They're not even doing shit now, bro.
Yeah.
Now, for those same individuals, they'll never buy a console. Like back in the day, they had to buckle down and buy a console because they know they wasn't going to get the game. Now they have the freedom of rejecting the console altogether because they believe they're going to always get the game. So Sony fucked themselves out of day one software sales. They fucked themselves out of hardware sales. They fucked themselves out of subscription sales because you want to be pro-consumer. You see, Nintendo ain't doing that dumb shit. Nintendo's not fucking themselves over. They're growing more than they ever have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have to correct you on something. You
Game
said
Pass.
pro-consumer, right? How could you be pro-consumer? How can they be a consumer and don't even want your product?
That's what I've been saying, man. I know. That's what I've been saying. But I've talked to enough PC fans and they said it was anti-consumer that they withhold games from PC. Now that they put the game on PC, again, because they were called anti-consumer, so that would mean that they would be pro-consumer. But like you said, how are they pro-consumer when you're not even their consumer? Why are you doing all this to please people that don't even fuck with you? They literally sat around and spoiled The Last of Us Part 2 story for your real fans. And you reward them by giving them games? For them to pirate and steal from you?
No, because they probably thought, okay, so if we give them this, they'll stop doing that. No, they're not, bro. They don't want you to be successful. They want their system to be. And nobody owns a PC. They just don't want you to be up there. That's when they started attaching themselves to Xbox. Just so they didn't. And
exactly. I do remember that. And we all remember that with Starfield. PC fans, just like similar to Cyberpunk, they hyped that game up so much because they knew that there was another big PlayStation game. That year, it was The Last of Us Part 2. And this year, it's Spider-Man 2. There is no way in fucking hell that Spider-Man 2 gets an 84 on Metacritic. There is no fucking way. Sorry, 84. Yeah. There's no fucking way to get an 84 on Metacritic. No fucking way. Frantic. PC fans know every single game that comes out. Trust me, I've talked to a lot of them. Before you even showed up on our doorsteps, I've talked to countless PC fans. They are well aware of the games that they want. Yes, most of them are too stupid to find out that the games are still available or currently available on their platform. But that's their fault. They're adults. Okay? They don't need everything advertised. Shit. There are games that you guys have that you don't fucking talk about. I feel like it's fair. If you really care about something, you'll fucking know about it. You do not need to advertise that this game is also on PC, especially when you're trying to sell a console. Come on, Frantic. You trying to get them to sabotage themselves? Like, why would Sony go out publicly and advertise PC when they have a console they want to sell? How does that make good business sense? Like that's like McDonald's advertising, oh, Wendy's has better fries than us now. Like, come on, man. Like, PC fans, bro, I swear, PC fans, y'all don't make sense, man. Y'all do not make sense at all. Like, y'all think because you can build a PC that you make perfect sense. You do not make sense.
Wait a minute. Those are not even PC fans, bro, because the niggas don't even, I'm going to be honest with you. The niggas that spoil games, they don't buy PlayStation games. They have the emulator for Switch. Day one, I had it in 2017. Wait, 27? Yeah, because Zelda came out. Yeah, they didn't buy those games. They pirated those. They cracked the games in record time. When Forza came out, they cracked it in 6 minutes. Remember Forza Horizon? They did that. I remember. They don't buy Xbox games. So I'm like, bro, y'all don't buy none of these games. Y'all will play World of Warcraft, StarCraft, Star Citizen. Y'all will buy the mobile games. Y'all will get all of this and put so much into that. But the games y'all say y'all want, when they come there, you don't buy them. There should be no reason y'all carrying Sea of Thieves like this right now. Fallout 4. I get Fallout 4 though, because that's PC centric and everything, but yeah, didn't get God of War. Well, you did. They bought it. They cracked over 1 million. Spider-Man, Death Stranding. So y'all did good. 1 million though, and it's legit like 295 million.
Frantic, you said if they want to make more money than advertise those games, they do. They advertise them for consoles. The place where we buy them day one. We don't wait 2 years for them to get ported. We don't wait 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years for them to get ported. We buy them the day that they come out. We actually help the developer make the money that's serious. They're not making serious money on PC. Frantic just named all the reasons why they don't. Advertisement? What, you got to waste more money on PC advertisement? Bro, didn't y'all tell me? Frantic, I'm going to put you in timeout because I'm going to repeat what you've told me before. PC ports don't cost a lot of money, right? But if you start to advertise those ports, that's a different budget for that port. It starts to cost more money.
But they did advertise them. They gave whole dedicated shows for them.
What you say?
I said, but they did advertise those games. Remember last year they got 7 games on PC. Uncharted 4 was announced. And all
At
of
the
that,
state of play.
Yes, every state of play.
Every state of play had a PC port almost every last year.
Rather than Clank this year. So I'm like, what do you mean advertise?
Yeah, so like that's bro. No, he's saying they need to advertise it like they advertise PlayStation exclusive games. That's never gonna happen. They'd be shooting themselves in the foot because from what Sam told me, from what Adam told me years ago, most people don't even know like Sony is putting these games on PC and they're still gonna buy the console, right? Okay, well if Sony starts to announce that we have our games on PC, people will stop buying a console.
Exactly.
That is something that Microsoft made a big fucking mistake. And they did it. And people stopped buying the console. And you can never get anybody to buy an Xbox. Why? Because you publicly announced that you're still putting games on PC. You advertise that you put games on PC.
You advertise you don't need the console.
Exactly. Come on, Frantic. Are you really expecting Sony to sabotage their own business? They're never going to make enough money. Even if they advertise, they're not going to make enough money. That'll be a whole different problem that Sony will be in. That they publicly advertise that you don't need the console. Like, why the fuck would that even make sense, bro?
But wait, the advertising is money, yes. But remember, they bought a whole studio designated for that, and then they had third-party people port some of their games. You have to license that out, which you got to pay for. And you got to pay to make the ports. You have to pay for the time to optimize for all types of systems. You have to pay for development time, costs, and then you market it in your state of plays and everything. You have to you spending money that you're not making back. So if you say you have to spend money to make money, you can advertise.
Bro, even if one game wins what? Like, what is winning for? Like, what's the definition of winning for Xbox right now? Is it like sales? Is it like award? Is it like good performance? Like, what is a W for them?
Can I address Frantic?
Oh yeah.
So he responded to you and said, "How are they sabotaging?" And then Jim Ryan said, "PlayStation games aren't enough and games are expensive." Yes, and you're kind of proving our point. If you advertise, you're spending more money itself that you already is not seeing the recoup in. Horizon Zero Dawn, I believe, was the first game to go, correct? The first game. And they had
to... after like 3 years on the market.
Right. So they have to license out their own engine, which they don't have to pay for because it's theirs, right? But if you license out people like 505 Games and different interactives people who are making the ports itself, you have to pay for it to get fixed because that port was terrible. You got to pay for that. You have to pay for Kojima to make Death Stranding on PC, and then the deluxe edition, whatever they call it, director's cut, you pay for that. So they constantly put games there, pay for the games to be made for PCs, even pay for it when you fucking doing the deals with Plus. Because remember, if you put your game in a service, then you're not paying full price as a gamer. So you're taking a loss. So they're spending money already. So everything you're saying itself doesn't make sense because they can advertise it all they want. But at the end of the day, people still have to buy the games. We went through this with Xbox last gen. They advertised so many games. They E3s, it was full of games. But the only thing people remembered was DRM, the weak console, the 720p, and then when they came with the new system, they stopped advertising games.
You told us, and many other PC fans have said that ports are not expensive. So if the ports are not expensive to make, and they could put the game over on PC and make extra revenue, but they're not making the revenue that they want to make, then ports are actually expensive if you want them to factor in advertisement. Then they would lose money on the advertisement because you're actively sabotaging your main source of revenue. So then the game on PC would be even more important to be successful. And then when it's not successful, it'll be even more devastating.
Mm-hmm.
So again, man, you trapping yourself in a corner right here. So let me explain it. Hold on, Spark. Let me explain it so how you think you can understand it, because you obviously don't understand. I'm going to talk real slow. If you spend advertisement money, you add to the PC port budget. If you publicly announce that you don't need a console because you put the game on PC, you actively fuck up your main source of revenue, which means the PC port has more pressure to be successful than it actually is. And when it's not successful, it's more devastating to the company. Are you guys really ready? And I've had this talk with you before, Frantic. Are you really ready to shoulder that burden? Because the rest of the people on PC don't seem to give a fuck.
Hey, Jay.
Yeah.
Remember what you said, if you advertise this game is not only on console, it's not going to do as well?
Mm-hmm.
You remember that game by Kojima that he made called Death Stranding, right?
That's why this nigga said you remember that game. Fuck out of here. But yeah, I remember what happened. Yeah.
You remember what happened days before it came out. They said, oh, it was disputed. Is it going to PC? When he announced it. How did the sales of Death Stranding?
I believed if he never would have announced that it was going to PC, those sales would have been big. PlayStation fans loved exclusives of that generation. PlayStation was so popular because of exclusives. If Death Stranding never would have got confirmed for PC early, Death Stranding probably would have sold very, very well. But he fucked it up.
Wait a minute.
And he found that out the hard way.
I have to address Frantic last comment as well. So you said, or Frantic said, if the majority aren't buying on PC, then they should make what we like. Would you agree with that? No, because remember, you are not the consumer yet. They can make a game you may like and you come to the brand. They don't make stuff for you. They make stuff and then you see if you're interested in consuming that product. They don't ask you what you want and then they make it, because that defeats the purpose itself.
Also, if they was to do that, that'd be even a bigger gamble, because nobody knows what you guys like. You guys don't even know what you like. People brought a game called Shower with Your Dad Simulator. Y'all don't believe me?
I believe it.
There was a game on PC 85 billion years ago called Shower with Your Dad Simulator. Let me look it up so y'all can see it.
I remember that.
Yeah, we talked about it quite a bit here. Shower with Game Pass Simulator.
But Frantic has to... Jay, can I see something real quick?
Oh, yeah.
Frantic, you have to realize, though, you said games are expensive, but remember, it's just like an exam when you're trying to get a job. It says open competitive. This is no different. When you have games that are expensive, you're taking a gamble on if the game is going to sell. If you have too many of the same kind of games, one game is going to fail. Like, there's no game that's locked off Counter-Strike and World of Warcraft yet on PC. Blizzard games have not been topped. On PC, PUBG had his little shine, but it didn't even do that. So they're saying make what you like. Okay, you're going to like it for how long?
Yeah, how long do you like it? Is it going to be enough to make them the money they want to make? That's
why The Last of Us thing is on ice. When Bungie checked it, the exact words was, it's not enough to keep you. It can give a little shock value. You're like,
and you know what? One of the reasons why it's on ice, they're going to see next year. I think next year is the final test. And you know why. Okay, so they move from single player to fucking multiplayer next year. Helldivers, Concord, not Foam Stars. Foam Star is supposed to be PS4 and PS5. I think that Square Enix and Sony got end up putting that on PC as well. And then possibly Fair Games at the very end of next year. Okay, so you gotta have roughly about 4 games. I think that once we get into next year, they're gonna delay some of those because they don't want to take that much of a loss in the same year. So we'll probably have Helldivers and then Concord and then Helldivers, Foam Stars, and maybe Concord at the end of the year, and then Fair Games is 2025. And if those games don't do good, then they'll understand that either The Last of Us multiplayer is going to get canceled because they don't want to put it out without PC, or that they are going to cut off the PC side and see if they can do it with the PlayStation community by themselves. I think that the PlayStation 5, we talked about this a lot, Spartan, and I'm glad you're here. What do you think the PlayStation 5 consoles are? Because remember I said it's definitely getting 50 million by the end of the year.
What they
I think it may be close to 60 million. You saw that the new limited edition. No, not the limited edition. You saw the new Spider-Man 2 bundle, the white console one. Yeah, they announced that. They're like, yeah, that's coming out day one, October 20th. I was like, oh, okay, they getting real serious here. So they got the console bundle. They got the console that we picked up, the deluxe edition, the collector's edition, the limited console edition. Oh, they gonna make their money from Spider-Man. Oh, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
But they don't need to put it on PC anytime soon.
I think the PS5 is going to outsell the PS4, honestly. The PS4 slowed down because the Pro. I think
but one of the ways to keep that going is by hopefully slow down on this PC shit. If you see that they're not making money over there, why would you continue to lose money over there?
Bro, people like things that make them go, ooh, right now. Remember when I said if Sony did more custom consoles, they would sell more hardware? People don't realize when you get tired of looking at the same thing, the novelty wears off. This is the reason the Xbox 360 sold as much as it did, technically. But the custom consoles, like, that's cool. Like, you saw when 2018, the Spider-Man consoles with the Pro and the regular, that outsold the Switch. The Destiny, the Taken King, the white ones, the Star Wars, the Bat one, everything that sold. The Black Ops 3 one, the Black Ops 4 one, everything sold. I don't think Frantic gonna get it, because you said single-player games, niggas like multiplayer games, and I'm going to speak to you specifically. If that was true, then tell me why legendary franchises with multiplayer like Halo, Gears of War, why they all failed on PC. Tell me, because when Halo 5 Forge came to PC, that's what kept it going, not Xbox. Why did Titanfall fall off on PC? Why did Apex Legends fall off on PC and is carried by PlayStation and Xbox? Tell me that, because you can't say they don't like single-player games. And most of the games are multiplayer but have a story behind it on PC. There's a lot of games that do, and y'all like them. You can't just keep being multiplayer. Shoot, pew, 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 pew. That's not going to sell. Nigga, we saw Anthem. Anthem had a story. Anthem had a multiplayer.
Listen, this is the thing, Frantic. Wouldn't it cost more money to do research and development on what PC fans want and then produce that game on PC? Like, that would cost a lot. They would be spending more money than the PC ports of single player games that you claim.
Right.
Again, the PC fans wanted these games. You was with me for a while, Spartan. I covered the PC port begging trolls for a number of years, and we tracked it down to science what their top 10 games
10 years.
is. Yep.
10, 11 years now.
Yep. So for the top 10 games, right? The top 10 games, they put them on there.
Literally.
Yeah. All you missing is Ghost of Tsushima, and you missing Bloodborne.
And Gran Turismo.
That's not the original top 10 from 2016 from 2016 and then all the way to 2018. The top 10 never included Gran Turismo.
I'm just saying that's a multiplayer game as well.
Yeah, but it's not there. I'm talking about the top 10 requested games from the PC community.
Oh yeah, Bloodborne.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm surprised Gran Turismo wasn't there. And you want to know why Gran Turismo wasn't their top 10? There was a game. What was that game called? That was supposed to be the No. It was that game that was only on PC. It was a recent game, and then it came to consoles and flopped.
Satakosa.
Project
Racing?
No, not Project Gotham Racing. What was it? Project Cars? Is it called Project Cars?
I think that's the one with the funny looking font.
Let me go see if that was called Project Cars.
Bro, a lot of y'all games came from PC to console. So
and when they came to console, we was like, nah, bro. The Xbox fans had Forza and we had Gran Turismo. We was like, nah, we ain't fucking with that. I think it was called Project Cars.
Yeah, you're right, because Lorenzo said yeah.
Project Cars. So Project Cars. So remember Project Cars? It was like one of the best looking car games on PC, and then when it came to consoles, it looked like dog shit.
Yeah.
You know what man, Spartan, what game does that remind you of? Remember, it was a game that was like supposed to be the best looking game, and it was only on PC, and then it came to consoles.
It's racing?
Nope. Shooter.
What genre?
Shooter. Nope. A first person shooter.
Fuck. I probably most likely know this shit too. What
it's
is
a C? C.
Counter-Strike.
Nope. CR. They giving it. They giving you the answer, bro, in the chat. Crisis.
Oh, Crisis.
Remember that game was the best looking game on PC, and then they came over here and just ate dirt. What they like, we don't like. And what we like, they don't like. So why they even pretend to beg for these games when they didn't like them in the first place?
Bro, remember the game Dirt 5? Remember how it was about the 120 and how it looked good on Xbox, and then the PlayStation had the best version all around? The problem is now, the reason why PCs niggas hate PlayStation so much and why they're not doing it, I believe they're not supporting the games itself, what they were never going to in the first place, one. But I think because
didn't they announce that they were closing down Project Cars? Wasn't Project Cars got canceled. I think it came out with 3 games and then it got canceled.
I think the crew is being stopped eventually too. But I think because the consoles are now more capable, they kind of remember, can it run Crysis? We saw Crysis 3. Crysis ran on the Xbox One X and the Pro. They fixed it. It got 4K support. Now they can. So now you don't have no argument now. I think now it's like, okay, you kept saying your little consoles can't even do 60 frames per second. They can't do 120. Now they can. Now you don't have an excuse. So now it's like your argument is gone. Now you have the game.
Do you remember what happened to Project Cars?
They're getting to get bought on consoles because they look rough shit. Their frame pacing was terrible.
And then what? The other thing that happened that I want to eat something really good. I'm waiting for Digital Foundry to do a specific comparison. This comparison killed Project Cars.
No, I ain't gonna lie.
It was when they compared Project Cars to Gran Turismo Sport, and that's what killed Project Cars.
Man, that killed every racer at that point because even Forza Motorsport.
Do you remember when they started to also add Drive Club into some of the comparisons? Woo, boy!
And they were saying this game from 2014 looks better than most races. Is only comparable. Like visually, Gran Turismo looks better than Drive Club to an extent with detail, right? But the weather effects. It got to a point now, even they wasn't comparing even racers to that. They was making fun of Watch Dogs 1 weather with Drive Club. So that really killed in the
Lorenzo, you remember that. Yeah, Project Cars, just like Crysis, was the most hyped up game when it came to PC. They said it was the best looking game. And as soon as they started comparing that shit to other games, they was like, yeah, it ain't. It really ain't.
It was fun though. I ain't gonna lie. Project Cars was fun to race.
I never played Project Cars because I don't believe in cars. But if I did,
But one thing I'm gonna say, Project Cars couldn't even touch Forza with the 2D models and everything. Project Cars couldn't even touch Forza on the Xbox One, the regular one, and the One S. That was a problem. Fuck GT7. It couldn't even beat Forza, which had 2D crowds, the same repeated. The trees were all full. Forza was better than that.
I love these comparisons because when you see these comparisons, right, and you're like, everybody has the same car and everybody's on the same track, it's like it's really easy. It's really easy to say like, hey, who's the best one right here? I feel like I'm looking at I'm not gonna say I'm looking at better reflections on the car on Gran Turismo Sport that I don't see on Forza, and I definitely don't see on Project Cars. And then
the trees look better though.
Yeah, the trees do look better. They stand out more. They have more light to them. But there's no clouds in the sky. Do you notice that?
Yeah, I noticed. But the trees in GT Sport is more detailed. And realistic. But
I mean, it was. This is what killed Project Cars, because it was so hyped up, and when he compared it to the other races, it was like, oh well, it's just a third party racing game. We already have our own exclusive, so that's why people was like, hey, I'm just gonna buy GT Sport. I don't need Project Cars. I can just buy my own game.
GT Sport started off rough, but that shit even cracked 10 million, and the fact that niggas was earning money from that with the competitions, honestly.
Yeah, but it wasn't my designated racer that gen. My designated racing game was actually Drive Club that gen. Nice. And this gen is Gran Turismo 7, but not by choice. It's just Need for Speed ain't doing good. Project Cars don't exist. Crew looks like dog shit. I got Gran Turismo, and I'm learning to like it. You know, it's not like super arcadey like I like, but it's a beautiful fucking game. Way better than any of these other ones.
Did you see the deep dive on Forza Motorsport?
Yes, I did.
That looks really good, honestly. They've made a lot of improvements. That looks really
good. For compared to Forza 7, some things look better. Others, not so much. What I really want Digital Foundry to do, and I know they're not going to do it, they should compare Forza Motorsport 7 to Gran Turismo 7, but they would have done that already, and they didn't. But what they're going to do is compare Forza Motorsport 2023 to Gran Turismo 7.
I would.
I don't think that's going to end well.
I do, honestly.
Disagree. Completely disagree.
Let
the record show I disagree strongly with everything Spartan is about to say. I do not think it's going to be a good day for Forza, bro.
I'm going to tell you why it would end well, but I didn't say for who, though. It's not going to end well for Forza because that's the only thing they got going for them, right? It could be pretty and everything. One, it's on Game Pass. Two, it has to go against Gran Turismo 7. Gran Turismo 7 is already defined. Gran Turismo Sport is defined. You can't beat a game that's already out.
You want to know some evil shit? Sony is putting out the Gran Turismo movie 3 days before the Forza game comes out. And I'm talking about the physical movie. The digital movie is now available. But they're putting out the fucking physical movie of Gran Turismo 3 days.
That was the last time.
Before the fucking game before Forza comes out.
That's why I was going to say, I was like, this is going to end well, but I didn't say for who.
You know what? I'm going to be petty, bro. What you think them cars looking like on Spider-Man? Because remember, all cars had ray tracing on Spider-Man 1. And you know the car is going to look, bro. Listen, I've been playing the fuck out of Cyberpunk. I was like, bro, they got some good models of cars. Not only third person, but interior. I am blown away at what they did with this game. Like, if it was put together right at launch, it would have surefire probably beat The Last of Us. It definitely would have been a game of the year.
The movie did good, though. I ain't gonna lie. The Gran Turismo movie did good.
I need to see it. I got it now, but I need to. I think I work tomorrow, so I'm off the rest of the week. So I'm gonna have to watch that shit, bro. Huh?
I said I was off today. I worked the next 3 days, then I worked the weekend. But the reason why I brought up it doing well.
Did you watch the movie, or you just?
I'm going to. I'm going to.
You know why I didn't? Because I told you I watched the biography. The documentary years ago at my job. It was on at ESPN, and I saw it, and I was like, I already know the story, and I didn't know if. It seems like they tell more of the story from his training, and I think I'm very interested to see that. So I think I'm going to watch it with an open mind. But again, his story is very, very awesome. Very awesome. The Smash Brothers game, your chance for doing that said game is coming to an end very, very soon.
But
because once they launch that new Switch, within 3 years, they putting out a new Smash Brothers. Within 3 years, they putting that motherfucker, bro, a Switch with the PS4 hardware. I'm telling you right now, bro, that's interesting, especially if it's like between PS4 and PS4 Pro, huh?
But if it had a better CPU, because the Tegra wasn't bad, but it was the carrier of the Switch. That's the problem.
Nintendo don't give a fuck about that. Yeah, Nintendo don't give a fuck about that.
Rant said he'll take his time out. He not time you out because you prefer PC. He's time you out because you're saying shit that he already said. So it's fucking annoying to have to go back and forth.
Yeah, bro. Like if PC fans stop being picky, if they start to actually buy games, then things will be better for you and things will be better for us. But if you guys continue to go down this road, eventually Sony's gonna have to cut y'all off. And me and Spartan know when Sony cut you off, they ain't fucking with you no more, bro. And this is weird. They fucked with y'all before. Sony Online Entertainment. They fucked with PC fans. Y'all. They had what was it called? Everspace? Was it called not Everspace? EverQuest? EverQuest. I think it was called EverQuest. So EverQuest was like only on PC, and it was by Sony Online Entertainment. And remember DC Universe, which was again PC and PlayStation day and date, pretty much, and crossplay. So Sony has really fucked with PC in the past, and they didn't get anything in return, and that's why they let go of their whole PC division. Now again, they tried it for 4 years now. Next year will be 4 years that they fuck with PC. And
4?
Yeah. 2020. 2024.
I don't get this. Y'all say Sony don't support people, right? Sony has, in the gaming division, before they even had a console, had their music division making games for the
video is not called Daybreak.
Thank you, Woody.
What's up?
True Woody is transforming like a robot. Maybe like an Xbox.
So, Sony, before they had a console in 1994, in 1987, was had their music division, Sony Music Entertainment, when it was buying fucking part of Atlantic Records and fucking Columbia and all of that, was making games for Nintendo devices. That was in 1987. 1989, they fucking was the publisher for games on the fucking Game Boy Color themselves, right? Then fast forward, they tried to make an add-on for Nintendo. You know the story of what happened. Then we got the console. You had games that was from Square Enix that wasn't locked down, that was on PC because of Sony pushing the disc format. You had that. And then fast forward to PS2. The CDs,
and Tomb Raider.
Floppy disk.
And Tomb Raider was on PC.
And Tomb Raider. All them games you said started on Sega, made their way to Microsoft Windows. Why? Sony bought exclusivity rights to the point where they wouldn't come to Nintendo, but they would come to PC because they had the disc format for larger games. So when you went to PS2, you could burn games. You had it on fucking PC natively because of Sony. GTA 3 came to the Xbox later because exclusive. Okay, cool. You had all those games because of Sony. On PC, you had crossplay with Final Fantasy that Xbox didn't want to do. That's why PC people had the games. You had so many games that crossplay with PC. Sony has been supporting PC since 1987. That is 37 years. before they were 7 years before their own system. So you sit here and tell me Sony should make what you like. Okay, cool. So then you should tell Nintendo that. You should tell Microsoft that. You should have told Sega that, because they make games y'all like. The problem is y'all don't like the PlayStation got them. But if it wasn't for PlayStation in the brand, y'all wouldn't have none of them.
Exactly.
You wouldn't have most developers. EA wouldn't have been as successful on PC with fucking Blizzard, Activision with Blizzard, or fucking Origin and all that without the PlayStation money that you got. When Battlefield came to consoles, where was it popular on? PlayStation, because Call of Duty was running on Xbox. When you had the first Call of Duty in 2004, that was because of PS2. When you had GTA get popular as it did, it's because of PlayStation 1. The top down above, y'all had all of those games. You have HELLDIVERS right now, HELLDIVERS 1. Because of PlayStation, they have the largest install base and has boosted your shit. Your system, your specs, your fucking optimization got better due to PlayStation. So make what you like for games. Nigga, they make your gaming better. And not just Sony, Microsoft did it with the Xbox. They simplified your gaming experience. Y'all included in everything because of consoles. So if you sit here and tell me they got to make stuff for you, they did. You wouldn't have a better gaming experience if it wasn't for those console makers. So if I was y'all, I would buy their games because they've done more for you, spending more money for you. Sony has been doing PC for 37 years. Gaming. Microsoft didn't really get into the gaming until 1989 on PC. So that's 34. So tell me, who really needs to support you and spend more money to make money than Sony when they've been doing it for almost 4 decades? Tell me that, Frantic, when you come back.
The thing is, like I said earlier, even if they make the type of games you want, it's a big gamble because how many of you guys want that game that you claim everybody wants? Like, they made it seem like everybody wanted these games for PlayStation. Then when PlayStation put the games over, they found out everybody actually didn't want it. So who do you believe when you listen to people on PC? You can't trust them.
But it's not
I told True Witty this earlier, and True Witty knows the context. A female when she's younger wants to be older. A female when she's older wants to be younger.
Yep.
So PC fans got the PC port, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Because they asked for it. But once they got it, they didn't want it. Now, if Sony is to take these games away, then they are beg for them. And they'll beg for them, but then when Sony, again, listens to them and puts it over there, then they won't buy it.
Okay. What's the best-selling PlayStation game on PC?
Horizon Zero Dawn. Over 2 million copies in over 2 years.
Remember, Days Gone sold well over there, too. End of trending. Right?
What are you talking about? Days Gone didn't sell good. Yeah, Days Gone came out like... Days Gone... No. Nope. We got the sales report, bro. Last time we checked it. Let me go get the...
I remember God of War...
That was last year. Remember last year, we got the sales report, right? And God of War was like at 900,000 and Days Gone was at 800,000.
Yeah, okay, my bad. So, let's just sink in. You said the best-selling game is Horizon, right? That is an RPG-like games. Don't they like RPG games?
Open world, yeah.
Don't they like that?
Yeah, they supposed to.
So God of War was also an RPG-like game. Did they buy that?
To the best of my again, 900,000 copies sold in a good amount of months. I mean, they liked it because of the name, but I'm not sure if they liked it because of the game. You know what I'm saying?
Because Frantic said Microsoft bought what I like, open world games, right? RPG.
Wait, what are you talking about? Microsoft didn't bring you anything. Bethesda games were always going to be on PC. They didn't bring you anything. You were already going to have access to those games. No one was going to take access from those games. Not even PlayStation. PlayStation allowed Deathloop, and they also allowed Ghostwire Tokyo to go to PC day and date, as well as what was that game that I couldn't stand at launch your PlayStation?
Which one?
God damn. It was like the one that I was like, I ain't gonna touch. And I remember Jabari and Sick loved it. It was like a co-op game. God, somebody in the chat. Man, that game's so fucking forgettable now. Not a single soul talks about it.
I'm not sure.
Somebody in the chat help me out. It was that game, bro. It's like the dude.
What, the medium?
No. Fuck it, bro. Somebody remind me. It was like that one fucking game. It was like co-op, and you had swords and shit. It was like a dude that looked like a lion. It was like I
know what you're talking about.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. It was like try to be like a Destiny game, but with melee weapons. And Sick was on that shit hard, bro.
Because he streamed it.
Yeah,
I remember.
That was day and date. That was day and date as well. And Kenna was day and date. And then even though Fist wasn't day and date, Fist had a demo on PC before it even Godfall. There you go. God damn. Damn, that game is fucking forgettable. Wow. Why is that game so forgettable? I mean, I know I didn't fuck with it, but god damn. It's a forgettable ass game.
Beautiful game.
So what y'all looking at right now is like all the racing games compared to obviously Project Cars 3 and what the graphics and shit look like. And I'm sorry, Drive Club, I still pick Drive Club, like the camera angle and everything, like in the visuals too. Ooh boy. Crew looks good too though. I ain't gonna lie, Crew looks really good.
Always have.
Yeah,
I like
Crew. You said you don't think they gotta get a Crew 3. You may be right. Cause me personally, I don't think the new Crew is gonna do very, very well. I could be wrong, but I don't think it's gonna do very, very well.
I like the idea of what they was going for. It just Forza was out. There was no beating Forza at that point. Forza Horizon, there was no beating that. Like the Crew, like Ubisoft came out with so many new IPs last gen that was underappreciated. They came out with the most, honestly, from a third party aspect, and like the Division and the Watch Dogs, the Crew, like it was a lot they came out with. They redefined. Oh, by the way, Frantic, let me ask you something. Do you like Assassin's Creed? I hope you say yes. Because I know Sony...
Assassin's Creed on itself? Oh, man.
No, because I hope people know this. Assassin's Creed itself was Sony's idea from Japan studio in collaboration with Ubisoft. And Sony paid for that game to be made, the franchise. And Microsoft came along and spent their little $75 million and made it multiplayer, just like GTA 4.
Yes, GTA 4. Yep.
So if you like Assassin's Creed, thank Sony for that, because that was all Japan Studios idea right now. So that was another thing that you might love on PC RPG. That was Sony who was involved in that, and you can ask Ubisoft themselves. They'll tell you that. Mirage, everything, Unity, all of that DNA was from Japan. But remember, Sony needs to bring more. Just because it's not their IP, they have a hand in everything. You said Microsoft bought what you like, Frantic. So I want to ask you, what did Microsoft bring you that you like? You said you bought what they got, Obsidian, which existed before Microsoft. They've got Bethesda, which existed from 1980. So they've been making Doom, fucking Quake, and all of that. But what did Microsoft bring you? Because you said they bought what you want. Those were already there. Tell me.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what Microsoft brought, because Halo was supposed to be going. Halo was supposed to always go to PC anyway. That was always going to be a PC game. And then Gears 5 came to PC, but most of y'all didn't give two fucks about it. So
it was on Game Pass.
Yeah. I mean, I'm even before Gears 5, because they were emulating the older Gears, and it didn't really catch on. That was more of a console type game. Halo was a PC game. Like they PC fans always liked it.
Literally. But I want to ask you this theoretical question again, I think the fourth time. How would PC fans react if Sony outright made a Valve offer they couldn't refuse, and they bought Valve? How do you think they will react?
Are we waiting for him to answer, or are we waiting for
No,
paint to dry?
that was a question for you, honestly, and the chat.
Oh, what? Repeat it again.
It's funny. The question. This is the fourth time I'm gonna ask you,
Mm.
and Lorenzo kind of answered. How would they react if Sony made Valve an offer they couldn't refuse and they bought Valve?
If Sony did that, PC fans would. PC fans would.
Look what Lorenzo,
I can't say the answer. I can't say the answer, but they would. It starts with. They would fall to their knees. I'm gonna be PG. I'm gonna be very respectful. They would fall to their knees and cry. And there's worse things that they would do, but they're gonna fall to their knees and cry.
Why?
Because you know why. You know why. The whole existence would be like irrelevant at that point. Sony owns Valve. Oh, they would not like that. They would not like that.
You said Sony needs to bring more games that you like. And I'm like, but you're saying Microsoft bringing y'all all of this because they own Bethesda now, even though Bethesda was doing it for years. So if Sony owns the company that owns the storefront that's bringing all these games, not only they said they need more money, right? And PC makes money. They need to bring more games to PC. PC gets games every day. So if Sony buys Valve and the games come to Steam, wouldn't games be coming to Sony's platform? There you go right there. Sony, you said PlayStation games aren't enough, right, Frantic? So that means if they was to buy Valve, now they have access to all 295 million PC gamers on Steam. That's proof of that. Plus PlayStation. Now they have both platforms they own, so they're going to get revenue from there. And PlayStation, they don't need to put their games on. They have two platforms now. So not only will they get access to a cut of all the games Activision has, Ubisoft, and from every indie developer now, any game you download, because y'all download games and play them and spend money inside the store. Now they will own that store and PlayStation store and the Sony store. Like Microsoft owns the Windows store and the Microsoft store. Now what? Now you make money off everything. Now there's no more complaints about Sony and money. So then what?
I just want to know what Microsoft brought the PC through the Xbox division that made them more liked. Because at this point in time, I said it, over 14 games. But if we want to count them off, we can count them off again. Let me go.
I know what you said, Frantic.
Isn't it 14 games? I think it's 14 games. Hold on. Is it 14 games? Because it's the Quantic Dream games also, right? It's 3 of those.
Yep.
And then it's 10 studio games.
Detroit Become Human with the PC, and then they got
and then Death Stranding. So that's 4, and then Helldivers. No. I gotta count that.
Keep going.
Hold on. I got the list that I had made.
No,
last week.
I got what Frantic is saying. I didn't misread anything. He said Microsoft. What he said. Exactly what he said. I read exactly what he said. He said Microsoft bought what he likes, meaning that they purchased them.
Okay, but they didn't give that to you, Frantic. You already had access to it. You're giving them a W for absolutely no reason. So hold on, let me get this straight. So we got Sackboy Returnal, The Last of Us Part 1, God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition, Spider-Man Miles Morales, Ratchet and Clank, Uncharted 4, Days Gone. Okay, that's 9. Then Spider-Man Remaster, we gotta count that as a separate game. Then that's 10. And then you had Helldivers, and then that's 11. And then Beyond Two Souls, Heavy Rain.
That's 13.
And then
which they own.
And then Detroit Become Human, right?
That's 14.
And then Death Stranding.
That makes no sense.
So in the last 3.5 years, they put over 15 games are now on PC. from PlayStation Studios or from games that PlayStation owns or funded that have only ever been on PlayStation.
But Frantic,
So how you gonna say Xbox gave you more when if we're really looking at it?
That's not what he's saying. That's not what he's saying.
What are you saying?
He's saying Microsoft bought them, so he supports Microsoft now. I know what he meant from the start, but I'm saying, so you're telling me
That's a lame.
Microsoft.
See, that's what I be talking about. Dirty ass W's. Frantic, you're literally digging in a diarrhea-filled toilet to give Xbox a W they do not fucking deserve. That's a dirty, stinky ass W, bro.
Wait.
I'm giving him a W. I'm giving him a fucking. I'm gonna help him out.
Frantic, you're saying you support Microsoft now because of they bought what you like?
Yeah, nigga. This is what your fucking W looks like, bro. Your W looks like it's surrounded by shit and fucking garbage. Dirty ass W, bro.
So you support Microsoft now because they bought what you like? So you're saying they had to prove to you to get your support. What about Bethesda and all of that? They're already doing that, but that had nothing to do with them. They just bought them. So what support are you talking about? Like, they didn't give you shit. Like, I would get like Insomniac. Nigga, they would give you endless shit from PlayStation. Then they was purchasing, gave you more from PlayStation. But you've been supporting Ninja Theory, so that's just them, not just the company. Like just because being supporting Insomniac, I'm not saying I support PlayStation even though they own them. You're supporting Insomniac. Just that they made it, not PlayStation. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. Like, Frantic, I think at this point you're confused and just want to say you support Microsoft, which is fine, but the reason it makes no sense. Like, you're giving us a reason why. I never asked you for that. I'm confused. What's happening here? And that's okay. But Frantic, you said they need to bring more games y'all like. So tell me, what games do y'all PC fans like besides the RPGs and the shooters? Because those are there on PC already. So why does Sony need to do that? Explain that to me. That, like, this is interesting. I'm so lost. So tell me, you said they like RPGs, which they do. They like the MOBAs. They like the first-person shooters, but all of those are on PCs already. So what do you need that from PlayStation? Shouldn't it be something different? If everybody's doing the same thing, the market would crash. So I'm lost. I'm talking about you, Frantic. You said RPG open world games. And I'm saying for me, my experience, I know they like RPGs and they like shooters. But I'm saying from you, what you observe, I'm asking you, what do they like? Okay, multiplayer games like what? Shooters, because there's endless amount of that. Even Xbox gave you shooters and I didn't buy them. Multiplayer games, okay. Okay, so things like Overwatch and things like that. Counter-Strike, Go. So, Frantic, let me ask you, is Halo not a good shooter in Gears of War? You can't ask me that, Frantic. You would have to tell me what shooters PlayStation has that you were like, I don't know.
The thing is, Frantic, you're speaking for yourself. You're not speaking for the entire PC community. What you like, the most of them won't like. And if Sony was to go into an investment like that, they could lose a lot of money. So I think you're being selfish. It's more about what you like.
He said no factions in sight, though, Jay.
There's no factions in sight because of you guys. You're a part of the plan now.
That's what I'm trying to explain to him.
Because you guys rejected The Last of Us, and it wasn't because of the bad port. You guys said things online that connected you with the spoilers of The Last of Us Part 2. Now Naughty Dog knows that you don't like that game. So now you're not getting anything from them, and we're not. We'll get the fucking single player for Part 3, but we won't get the fucking multiplayer. Because the multiplayer was supposed to be day and date with the PC, and now that they know you don't give two fucks about the franchise, nobody's getting it. So again, there's no Last of Us factions in sight because of you guys. And the more you ignore it, the more it's gonna be a bigger deal.
Now, remember when I said Sony been doing multiplayer games for PC for the longest? I'm sure I remember Planet Side, right?
Yeah. Oh, No, I thought you was talking about Lost Planet. I do remember Planet Side though. Yeah, I do remember that.
You know Metal Gear Online. Who boosted that shit? PlayStation. Right?
For Metal Gear Solid 4. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid Online was Metal Gear Solid 4.
Y'all PC niggas love Metal Gear, which is funny because I never knew that because y'all love the story and the multiplayer, but y'all love the story the most. When Metal Gear Online came out on PS4, Xbox One, not Metal Gear Survive, online for PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox, who carried that game? PlayStation and Xbox carried that game. When Metal Gear Survive came out, it was trash. But who supported that game? PlayStation and Xbox. When Titanfall, fucking EA game based on Xbox and PC. The first game it did great on PC. It carried Xbox until they caught up. The next game came out with more of a story and Max Online. It failed. Battlefield, it failed. Call of Duty, y'all no support on PC. That's a great shooter. Call of Duty, its mechanics is off the charts, especially since the new engine. Since 2018, y'all not supporting Call of Duty. Y'all not supporting Halo 5 anymore, Forge. Halo Infinite came out. Y'all not supporting them. Gears, y'all not supporting. Great shooters. Legendary franchises. Y'all are not supporting shooters themselves. Uncharted 4 online, you don't have. But it's the same shit in the story. You're doing the same shit. And y'all are not buying those games. Y'all have the mods for the Switch. Y'all didn't get Splatoon, which is one of the best shooters ever creative. Y'all didn't get that. So Anthem, y'all didn't support. Well, nobody did really, but Anthem, you're not supporting. Apex Legends is dropping on PC. It's PlayStation and Xbox carrying it. So it's like all of these games is out. I just listed 13 games. That's all shooters. You could take up Uncharted 4 if you want to, but you have shooters that's out there and that just gumming down because y'all stuck in y'all fucking ways when it comes to Counter-Strike Go and all of that and fucking Crossfire and all that. Even the Xbox version y'all got. And I didn't buy it. It was cheap. It was even on Game Pass. Y'all didn't support that. It bombed. Bro, y'all niggas modded PCs to get Xbox emulator. Y'all got Quantum Break. y'all got all these mods for every shooter, and y'all don't use it to buy these games, support the game, market the games. So tell me why you think Sony is going to spend money to put out the multiplayer when I can't even support the cheaper part of the story? Why would they
Also,
do that?
I just want to say there was supposed to be some sort of a leak, official announcement for Grand Theft Auto 6 today, and it's like 8 o'clock, and I got to get the fuck up out of here soon. But yeah, Frantic, we spent enough time on you, buddy. It's really, really nice that you care so much, but most of the PC fans, they don't care like you, and they're not gonna buy these PlayStation games no matter how good they are, how good they're not. So I mean, it is what it is, man. Like, hey,
But he mentioned multiplayer games. If you bought a PlayStation, they can see when you're doing crossplay with PC if you have one.
oh,
They have
exactly.
access to that. So if you don't have their system and you're saying, "Oh, I want these games, these games are not on PC yet, but they're on the PlayStation." So if you don't take the step to get a PlayStation first, how would they know that you want that game? Actions speak louder than words. You can say it, but show it. Speak with your wallet. Stop talking.
That's literally
Frantic.
all you have to do. But it's Frantic. We know that you buy these games. However, the rest of the PC community is not doing what you're doing, and whatever you're doing ain't working, bro. I'm just letting you know what you're doing is not working. They need more. I've said this before. They need more. It's not enough of y'all that are buying PlayStation games on PC. After PlayStation analyzed all the sales, all the numbers of the active users, they analyzed sales for the games they put, and then they looked at the numbers of the active users. It's not adding up. And for 3.5 years, next year it'll be 4 years. Bro, I'm letting you know right now, it's not looking good for y'all, man.
Friends, I can't even buy a PlayStation. He legit has a comment that
I know.
says, "I don't like Spider-Man as much. Otherwise, I'd get a PlayStation." Like, I legit.
I know
this
he
message.
listen, I understand he's never getting a PlayStation, but that's the fucking point right there. Because he knows that he can wait to get the game on fucking console. It's a lost cause. PlayStation has not did anything to actually make a lot of money off of Frantic. Because Frantic, let's be honest, Frantic is not, first of all, Frantic is not buying. Okay. Yeah, I was about to say, Frantic is never going to buy a console. He's never going to subscribe to PlayStation Plus. He's not buying games day one. He's buying them secondhand. He's buying them after multiple years on the market. He thinks he's helping, but he's really not.
I'm talking about old games. That's why I didn't respond to that message, because I'm like, bro, you've actually been in this comment section that said, "Oh, I don't pay full price. It's ridiculous, $70. They're doing the market and everything." Like,
And you got to keep getting games at secondhand or maybe never.
bro, the reason why we didn't get a Daisy Gone 2, Jeff Ross said it. If you want a sequel, buy the fucking game at launch. People waited.
Don't wait fucking 2 years. No, buy the shit at launch. You buying it on PC did not help Part 2 make happen. PlayStation fans buying God of War 2018 in 2018 made sure that God of War Ragnarok happened.
Wait. $70 is ridiculous. But wait, I thought, Frantic, you said games were expensive and they got to spend money to make money. But if they're spending money, if the games are expensive, you have to raise the price of them. So what are you talking about? It's ridiculous. How? That's the same way they're advertising. Games are getting expensive. That's how you advertise. You show the developers, okay, your games are taking more. We raise the price, $10. That's ridiculous to you. So that means that you must be a bum when it comes to gaming, because gaming is a hobby. It's expensive, and it's always been. Games back then used to cost $70 to $130 back in the 90s. So $70 ain't nothing unless you're a kid. And I was a kid back then. That's not ridiculous.
Yeah, bro.
That's not
Nintendo, like, I'm going to tell you, I was paying like $40, $50 for my fucking Game Boy Advance games day one, bro. And I was scrounging up the money. I was trading in shit. I was doing extra chores. Bro, stop. Game is a hobby. You spend all that money on your PC and $70 is making you fucking piss your pants. Come on, bro.
Too much excuses, bro. Like
y'all,
PC,
PC fans will never cease to amaze me when you spend thousands of dollars on your PC and you know you have to build that shit. You invest so much time and money in your PC, but you don't want to spend $70 on a fucking game, knowing that that's gonna help, be optimized and shit the next time around. This is the reason why. Like devs don't optimize your fucking games because they already know y'all don't want to pay that fucking $70.
Wait, so PC is for art, secondary as games, so then you shouldn't be speaking on that. That's not a primary priority for you. That's bullshit. You're giving me a bunch of excuses now. You make all these claims. I'm using your second comments after that to dispute your first claims.
Okay, look, man, I gotta get out of here soon, so I'm gonna play a little bit of Cyberpunk, and then I'm gonna take my ass to bed because I got work in the morning. But Frantic, we'll talk later. You're in timeout, and you're probably gonna get time out again because you're getting argued into a corner, and you're not doing good, bro.
I'm not.
No, I'm saying he's not doing good, bro. Frantic's not doing good.
I could time him out for a full day.
Oh, that's good. What? I didn't know you could do that. You might have fun with that.
10 seconds, 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10, 30, 24. I'm about to abuse.
By the way, Scorn had a launch trailer. Did that game come out today? Let me go see what the fuck.
Yo, so how many of y'all want to get timed out for 24 hours, bro?
Yeah, 24 hours is great because we gotta come back on Thursday anyway. So he's good.
By the way, stop spamming emoticons in the chat. That's still a rule.
Let them have fun. Oh yeah, that's right. We did get Near Replicant. Near Replicant is on Plus. Okay, I accept that.
No, all the Near games went to PC too. All the Yakuza's games.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck about that. They did the mods that they did with 2B, and then that was pretty much it for them.
Y'all got Star Wars, bro. Y'all got Star Wars of all games. Y'all wanted to make the fucking helmet with the white. I forgot what they called again.
I really can't.
But the niggas with the white helmets, with the shooters, and got boobies out. Like y'all doing.
You know what it is. You know what they love. You know what they love. They love what they love, man. They got Returnal. They got Return. Don't they love roguelikes? Sure. Wasn't like roguelikes all the rage on PC? Like,
yeah, bro, y'all love Mass Effect, so you got that Callisto Protocol, Dead Space is coming back. I'm like, bro, how? Y'all didn't even support Dead Space.
Yeah,
nigga, if it wasn't for Xbox,
I'm gonna be honest. When Callisto came out, I only ever saw PlayStation fans talk about that. I have not seen a PC fan talk about Callisto, and that was a beautiful game, even though it was a fucking nightmare to play. But it was a beautiful game.
86,000 seconds is crazy.
Man, that's good. I like that.
So I'm like,
Returnal was boring. You need to add Returnal was boring for real, in your opinion, because in your opinion it was boring. That was the most blood pumping game I've ever played, and it's up there, bro, with God of War. When I have to play against fucking, Valkyrie Queens and Berserker Kings. But yeah, that motherfucking game kept me on my toes. It was not boring at all. It was a fucking very interesting
RPG games, and you got them for Horizon, and that game should have sold fucking like over 10 million on PC.
Returnal. They put Returnal on fucking PC. I found a good amount of mods, but at the end of the day, they didn't give a fuck. They did not care. And Spartan, this new thing right now is coming on. And the new thing is we need crossplay.
For what?
So PC fans are begging for crossplay for Helldivers. I was like,
really?
Yeah. I'm like, what do you need crossplay for?
Bro, y'all couldn't even manage fucking what's the game Activision helped out from software with? Sekiro? Y'all couldn't even manage those games on PC. Y'all love to talk about games where you gotta level up. Those games will test you every From Software game. Even Square Enix games are like that now. I didn't buy Final Fantasy 15 because the port was terrible. I understand that. Now you're gonna get access most likely to 16. Well, y'all gonna buy that? I hope so, because all the games y'all got that Microsoft have in the catalog, third parties have already been giving you, and y'all don't buy them. So honestly, what I'm gonna say is, fuck y'all and have a nice day if you're on PC and don't want to buy games, because that's the foundation of where gaming started.
Yeah, man. I mean, PC fans are so picky, man. Like when it really comes down to it, they're picky, and they claim they like certain things, but then they end up not supporting those things that they say they like. So, I mean, speak with your wallet, like you said. If you really like something, you speak with your wallet. Like I really like Returnal. I love that game. You know, picked it up, platinum the game. Dreams, picked it up day one, platinum the game, stayed for another 300 hours. I mean, people kept telling me Dreams was going to do good if it went to PC. I swear on everything, I do not believe Dreams would have did good on PC. I think it would have been overshadowed. And now that we see all these other... Look, Returnal had co-op. Didn't it still have co-op on PC?
It does. Still to this day.
So, Returnal has co-op on PC, so PC players can play with other PC players on Returnal. But on average... How many times have you seen your favorite YouTuber or the biggest YouTuber or Twitch star play Returnal on PC? No one cared.
They can't because they know it's not an easy game for them to just fucking
exactly. So what they gonna do? Mod it, pirate it. It may be boring. It may be boring to people to either mod it and pirate it, and you take the difficulty away, then it's not that good game. I like what they were doing because I know the studio. So what the studio was able to achieve with a bigger budget, I was very impressed.
Well, Jay, that's the thinking. Somebody has called Returnal boring, right? And I know you don't like me to mention other people on your podcast, but I just want to use it for example. Kid Smooth, right? You see when he did the Bloodborne challenge, he got paid for it, yes, and blah, 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 we know. But this man legit hates those type of games. As a known YouTuber, Returnal, even Uncharted, he's played on the hardest difficulty. Nigga has played Returnal, said it was boring, and sat there and fucking played it on camera. Got his ass whooped over and over and over.
Oh my god! Oh, hey, bro! I was like, where's he going with this? And as soon as you talked about that, I remember those flying motherfuckers that would always shoot rockets. They were very difficult. It was so fucking awesome seeing him get his ass whooped by them motherfuckers all the time. And he never figured out a pattern or how to defeat them. I think he fucking left the game. So
he gave up because he got annoyed, and plus Halo was going to come out. So he was like, all right. But he wanted to play.
On average, how many hours did he even post for Halo? I think all Xbox fans were disappointed with Halo.
It was low. Like he hated that didn't have all the features, but the fact to see him sit there and play Returnal without cheating at all, he sat there glued to the fucking screen and was like, "Yo, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this." And that's an Xbox person through and through. So for y'all niggas here who saying Returnal is boring, how many of y'all actually played it and beat it? Because I see somebody say they got a platinum. Good opinion. It wasn't that it was boring. It was that y'all fucking skill level is low. Your expectations are low. Because there's no way these games that challenge you to be a better gamer, that's how I know niggas who stopped playing it from many in the 90s. Because ain't no way you could find that game boring. That challenge you to get better, to master, use your hands. You use every part of that PlayStation controller for Returnal. Almost as much as you did in Infamous Second Son on the DualShock 4. Bro, you was in tune with your own system playing Returnal. Fuck the audio, your controller itself as a gamer to have fun. So if y'all felt that was boring, then this is why I don't fuck with y'all, because y'all have dumbass takes on good games.
It's a lot of people that have dumb takes, bro. Like really, really bad takes.
Like I fucks with Autumn because Autumn would speak the facts. Honestly, they would show it, right?
Autumn, why was Returnal boring to you? It was a straightforward game from a... I mean, let me put it this way. If you don't know anything about that developer, then maybe that's just not your shit. Like, I'm going to be honest. Like, I could care less about Bethesda games. So, I maybe for you it is, but for over... Just say in your opinion, because Most people did not find that game boring. Yeah.
How many of y'all played Mass Effect here? Or Dead Space?
I know of Mass Effect. I played only a tiny bit. I will probably come back around if they do like a proper remake or some shit.
Any of these niggas in the chat that played Mass Effect 2, which was the hardest game in the series, that tell me they found Returnal boring, I can't listen to anything they say. That was the hardest game. Just like Gears 2 was the hardest game. Killzone 2 with the hardest story. You died on the hardest difficulty. You got shot off a rock. The rock killed you. That is the hardest game in the Mass Effect series. So if y'all played that, and even Andromeda on the hardest difficulty, and y'all like it, but y'all don't like Returnal, which was more advanced than Mass Effect and Dead Space put together, something is wrong with you. Not because it's a PlayStation game, just the game in general. That's like equivalent saying y'all don't like Halo 5 because it was kind of casual with the story, but the multiplayer was fucking fire. I would just laugh at you. Because that was the best multiplayer of all of them besides fucking Reach and Halo 2 multiplayer. There's not much shit. So I could use any game for that. I played Andromeda, not great. You're correct. It wasn't. But it was a hard game on the hardest difficulty. Notice the energy change, Jay, in your chat when I said something?
Yeah, but it's the same thing. Like, Returnal wasn't a game that was supposed to be like a big, heavy, story-driven game, but it had a good story if you played through it and you found out about it. Other than that, then yeah, it'd be boring to you if you just you went into the game not liking it. But Returnal, my goodness, it had a damn deep ass story, and it was a very deep story. Once you you unlocked the secret ending and found out what she was like running from, bro. Bro, you telling me it's boring? But it got an award from BAFTA, multiple awards, 4 if I'm not mistaken, including the voice actress and actor.
That was a BAFTA Game of the Year, actually.
Yeah. So I'm like, I can't agree with that. In your opinion, though. But nah.
I don't give a fuck if it's PlayStation, but that game itself,
that was the shit, bro.
Returnal took me a while to even beat, and I'm really good at games. So for me to fly through fucking Demon Souls on the hardest difficulty now, and fucking Dark Souls 2, Bloodborne, to have to be stuck on Returnal, that should tell you something.
Well, you know what's funny though? You know what's funny? Oh my god, I was choking on Game Pass. What's gonna be funny is this game, the one I keep talking about, HELLDIVERS.
You better buy that game.
Nah, what's gonna be funny is HELLDIVERS, cause you die a lot on Elden Ring and people loved it. You gotta die a lot on HELLDIVERS, and I might wait for somebody. I'm gonna wait for somebody to say, "Oh man, I'm dead." Ain't that the same reason you like Elden Ring, though?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody in the chat that like Elden Ring, raise your hand. Come on, let's go see. Do you like Elden Ring? Just say yes. I can still see through the computer. If you like Elden Ring, say yes. I'm gonna say no. But if you like Elden Ring, say yes. And then I'm gonna ask you, are you picking up HELLDIVERS? And then you need to let me know why or why not. Because see, if you like games that are difficult and you always die, and you love HELLDIVERS, you love Elden Ring, you should be picking up HELLDIVERS.
Wait a minute.
Because the whole thing is, I like Souls games because they're a challenge, but then you don't buy every Souls game. You don't buy Neo. You didn't buy Neo 2. Most motherfuckers didn't pick up Lies of P. I'm not picking it up until it's on sale. You know, some people didn't even pick up Demon Souls Remake, and some people still haven't played Demon Souls Remake, even though it's on Plus now. Like, you can't make this shit up. I can't. People say I love difficulty until you get a difficult game.
I want to ask a question. since we was on the topic of shooters and PCs, how many of y'all like SOCOM? Because I just read Jeff
SOCOM 4, Confrontation, I played those. I played about 2 on the PSP, but not competitive or anything. More like very, very casual. I like dipped my foot in. But I spent a lot of time with Confrontation and even more time with 4. But I was playing a whole bunch of other multiplayer games compared to SOCOM, but I do respect it, and I wish the fans respected it. You already know. If they respected it enough to not boycott 4, we probably would have kept having SOCOMs by now.
Would have never got H-Hour and everything, that bullshit, yeah.
Yeah, but it is what it is. They learned a lesson.
It's cool. I'm just looking at your chat and their responses to things, and I'm like, I see somebody mention Ninja Gaiden, Sigma.
That's a challenge.
King Manual just became my favorite in this chat for today. Lorenzo
Which
and
one?
Jeff
Which one
Gaming.
did I? Was two on Vita? I remember playing 1 on 2, and it was beautiful on Vita. I think it was 2. I think it was Sigma 2. I think both of the Sigmas went to Vita, if I'm not mistaken. Sigma 1 and 2. I think. I gotta check, but it was. All I know is that I owned a Sigma on Vita, and I say, God, it was a gorgeous game on that handheld. That OLED screen, underrated. I hope the Switch has an OLED screen. The next one. I don't definitely.
I just asked Jay because I noticed there was so much people commenting, right? And then all of a sudden, when I started saying things about people's preferences, I noticed the amount of comments is the same people over and over and over again. So I'm just looking.
Yeah, because see, HELLDIVERS, just like Elden Ring, it just has a lot of guns, and Elden Ring you have is it 3-4 player co-op or 4-player co-op? I can't remember. I think it's 3, right?
It's 3.
It's 3-player. Okay, on HELLDIVERS you got 4 up to 4. You can do 2 or you can do 3. You can do 4 if you want. And yeah, everything will kill you, including your own teammates. So that's a little bit more challenging than Elden Ring. But again, the whole thing about Elden Ring, Dark Souls, from what I heard, is that people love the challenge. This game's gonna be challenging for you, but it's gonna be fun, you know. And I'm like I said, I'm getting a day one because I'm not afraid of no challenge. I was one of the first adopters of Demon Souls. Before Elden Ring, before Dark Souls, there was Demon Souls, and before that it was Kingsfield, which, like I said, they need to bring that back with the VR. That would sell. That would sell.
I have one last question. If they remake Bloodborne, and this is for all platform holders, are y'all going to buy it?
That's a definitely day one for me. If they remake it and Blue Point's in charge of the project, I will buy it day one. I will buy it day one. Exactly.
Are y'all gonna buy it?
I'll buy it day one. It's a day one.
But on the Segway, at what price?
Whatever the fuck they ask for. If they want 70, I'll pay 70. Shit, if it's a little bit more, I'm probably gonna pay that too. I know what it means to be a day one adapter. I know what that helps with. So it's always gonna be a day one, bro. Demon, like if we're blessed enough to get Bloodborne remade by Blue Point, that's a day one, bro.
It's being made. That's why I asked.
Yeah, that's a day one. It's obvious being made. We've charted that it's almost in the 10-year mark.
No. I have proof.
I know, but it's in the 10-year mark. I already figured it was being delayed. It'd be nice for them to be able to have it either announced on the 10-year anniversary or come out on the 10-year anniversary. Either way, it makes sense that that's big money. That's good. That's good. And don't put it on PC day and date because it's gonna sell a lot of consoles if you don't. Like, for real, man. Like, and Sony's very smart because they put Horizon Forbidden West on PC, but they haven't announced Demon Souls yet. Because they know what's gonna happen if they announce Demon Souls. People gonna be like, "Where's Bloodborne?" Right now, but see, that'll be the closest they get to Bloodborne. So that may not be the best idea for Sony to put Demon Souls on there.
First game from PS5.
Yeah, it's funny. They put all the other ones over there. They put Sackboy, that was the launch title. They put Returnal, that was the following year. Ratchet and Clank the following year. Miles Morales, Spider-Man Remastered. Like, they put everything over there except for Demon Souls and Bloodborne and Ghost of Tsushima and Knack.
Interesting.
And Knack 2.
Part 2.
Last of Us Part 2. You can go real crazy. You say they didn't put oh shit, I just forgot about Order 1886.
Yo.
They know if they put that over there, they have to re-release that for PlayStation people. So that's one of the reasons they not doing this for PC, because if they remaster a game on PC, they know we could be mad about it. So they automatically have to see, and this is why I said the PC port shit is costly, because they have to remaster the game for us too. So even though we have a previous version, they have to remake it for 2 platforms. That's why it's costly. So that we don't feel left out.
You missed one.
What?
The launch game for the PS4. You mentioned that. What about the other one?
Killzone?
Yeah.
Never.
None of those games going to PC.
No, because if they put that on PC without the multiplayer, PC fans gonna bitch about the multiplayer.
They said, well, Frantic said to me, good shooters. Killzone is very active.
They want the multiplayer attached. So if they launch the game on PC without the multiplayer, PC fans' excuse for not buying it will be, where's the multiplayer?
Frantic said to me, good shooters. There's no shooter that looks more like CSGO than Killzone 2. Multiplayer. There's no game that looks like identical to that than Killzone 2 multiplayer. Killzone 3 was alright, but it started to get a little pretty. Shadow Forward is gorgeous. So, I don't got those games on PC with a shooter because don't buy fucking games. Worse than Xbox niggas. At least Xbox niggas buy the game. Look, Xbox people supported PUBG. It's 30 million sold on Xbox. The Order hasn't gone. Until Dawn hasn't gone. There's a lot of games y'all don't get. Would y'all want Resistance or Killzone, chat?
Hey, wait a minute. I heard what you said about Killzone 3's multiplayer, and I don't agree with that.
That's okay.
Number one, where are the proximity mines in Killzone 2?
That's true. I said that Killzone 3 was prettier.
A whole nother level. That took it to a whole nother level. When you could throw a proximity mine on a roof and people would just walk into the room and blow up.
Did you not hear me say exactly what I said? There's no game that's identical to CSGO that he said a good shooter than Killzone 2. And I said Killzone 3 was good, but I felt it was too pretty. And then Shadowfall was just gorgeous. That's what I said. I never said one is better than the other or this one had this and didn't. So if you disagree with me for saying Killzone 3 started to look pretty, I implore you to go check the videos because it got very pretty towards the end. It's not gritty like Killzone 1 and 2. It's not. And there's nothing you could say that could disprove that because the game exists. That's the only thing I said. You sure you disagree with that?
So you're saying that it lost its grit when it hit 3.
As gritty, which I just said.
So
it's not as pretty as 1 and 2.
What made it pretty?
I said gritty, meaning like dark.
No, I'm
saying
like
thirsty, dirty. That's what I said. Do not change the words I said to make an argument to further a conversation that's not there. I said that it looked more gritty, dirty, aggressive. Like, for example, Gears 2 compared to Gears 4. Gears 4 was dark itself, like lighting in general.
Oh,
But as
that's
far as like in the trenches, there's no game like Killzone 1 and 2 that 3 is because the graphics got better and it was prettier. That's what I said.
what you're talking about. I didn't get what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm not making the one is better than the other because I know the Killzone franchise like the back of my hand. But like you said, the mines are not there. So the gameplay element is better in Killzone 3, obviously, influenced from Battlefield on PC and Call of Duty on console, Black Ops 1, I think, and World at War was influenced Killzone 3 and Shadow 4 greatly. So yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Game Pass.
Those games, like Frantic said, good shooters.
Game
You
Pass.
know what I'm saying?
And all
There's
the
nothing
Game
like
Pass
Killzone.
accessories. Everybody, it is 8:30. What's up?
We out, Jim.
Yeah, we out. It's 8:30. We gotta get the fuck up out of here. I will. I get off a little bit. It's weird. I get off a little bit earlier tomorrow than I did today, but only by like 15 minutes. It's weird. So I'm gonna probably do a stream for Cyberpunk on this channel. It's gonna be called the PSLOG game night. And even though it won't be like super late at night, I'll probably start at roughly around 5 o'clock, like I did this stream, just so that we can have on file Cyberpunk 60 frames per second, because I can't get that stream on the laptop, which is weird. But the system, this system can stream at a flawless 1080p 60. The Pro was doing it too. Remember when the Pro was doing it? I can't fucking make this up, man. One of these days I'm gonna be brave enough to try to do a 60 frames per second stream on this laptop, and hopefully it doesn't blow up. But everybody, I hope you have a great night. It's been a great stream, and I hope everybody understands that I want to protect y'all from these spoilers. Okay, so again, we got to do 64 to 77 likes each stream in order to unlock the chat for the public. And if you haven't been subscribed to the channel for 7 weeks, you just won't be able to chat in the chat. We have to protect you know, the subscribers, the members, the fans, the friends, the gamers from the spoilers. And if I can do my part and help you guys, I will do my part every single day. There's a lot of topics we didn't get to, but don't worry. The news and updates will be here live at 11 o'clock on Thursday, so we will catch up on some topics we didn't cover before. But Spider-Man is coming in hot, man. It's coming in real hot. And that is truly going to be the talk of the town. That is going to be the biggest fucking game of this year. It's going to be the last major game. Yeah, Call of Duty coming out, but who gives a fuck? Spider-Man. That's where it's at. Well, I have a short video another short video that I want to post on YouTube, so I'll post it roughly around in the morning, so you will probably see another short video. And then again, look out for the PlayStation Legion game night tomorrow at 5. I may start it a little bit like at 6, but I think I'm gonna start it at 5. And it won't be from the computer, it'll be from the console. So take me maybe a couple minutes or two to get some additional, you know, titles and tags copied over and thumbnails. But other than that, yeah, we'll be all good. Okay, that's it. I'll see y'all tomorrow.